Fuck that. So, Sam, do you want to count us in with the Fidelio, please?
Sure. 3, 2, 1, Fidelio.
Oh, you are a robot.
Little
Robot Sam!
Robot Sam.
Am I?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Fidelio.
That was delightful.
All right. Well,
Side
Sam
note,
has been overtaken by a robot.
a personal assistant with Sam's voice because that would be super fun.
Mhm.
I can't wait to hear this.
All right. So we had a problem last episode where the episode didn't correctly compile. There was fire. There could be more fire. And it is sadly our missing episode. So for this week's one quick thing, before Bob gives a simple summary that you all can interject with, is summarize last week's game in one sentence from your character's perspective. Gary, let's start with you.
I need to teach these people tactics.
Lolly.
Jyotis is super bad at making soup.
Latham.
Because maybe this is a role that's going to save me. Because after all, I'm behind this water wall.
All right. Our lawyer's singing. That's a bad sign, guys.
The bard inside of me, sometimes it just comes out.
Uh-huh. Lesterin.
I think I should nap.
I love how all this seems kind of cryptic. Like, it doesn't actually say what
Jyotis?
happened, just cryptic.
Jyotis, in a dark, dank, cursed cavern by the sea, we experimented with
one
deathly
sentence.
This is one sentence.
Oh my god.
Common
We
slices.
I did not say a run-on sentence was okay.
That's my character with a deathly green fire cauldron while unsuccessfully trying to help Latham after he tampered with a hag's brew.
That was a pause. That was a pause.
Parenthetical.
subclause
Objection.
And
Objection.
And-
Parenthetical. Continue.
I went home after that while the rest went to talk to the ocean speaker.
Okay. Jyotis cheats. Everyone else gets a point of inspiration.
Woohoo!
What?
Jyotis, I'm
That's
giving
for
you
the
mine.
stew.
Am I still a
Yeah.
robot?
No,
that's
actually, you
not
sound a lot better now.
Nice.
Switch to the computer.
Okay.
But I'll have to switch back to the phone if somebody has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, totally understandable. Just give us a
Somebody.
heads up.
Yes.
Just shoot us a heads up over Discord. So,
I have to
Of
go to the
course.
bathroom.
oh my god, I just said the thing. Lose your point of inspiration.
Oh, but I need it in case I die.
Bagsies?
It's like a second death saving throw.
Wouldn't death saving throws if you weren't chaotic yeet, now would you? All right. So, last game, our missing episode that I very much wanted to title There Could Be More Fire.
Could be more on fire.
It could be more on fire. Our adventure began with our party getting into the back of the hag's area. It started with Lolly talking to snakes and not heeding their advice. Her and Latham got caught in a trap and got their ankles a little smashed. It was a little harder for them to walk afterwards. Gary, meanwhile, made peace with the talking snakes. After this, our group continues to adventure up towards whatever might be in that hag's cauldron and office back there. Her den, her lair, whatever it is. As they get closer, they notice the two... No. They notice the two Yuan-Ti that are struggling to go and light themselves on fire and fighting against it, and the party helped them and actually got them out of the cavern. After that, the party did attempt to further tamper with the, as Lolly so diligently called it, stew.
It was soup and then it became stew.
Mm,
It got a bit frothy when Mage Hand, being a form of magic itself, began to interact with the rest of the items in the cauldron. It started to bubble and toil, and poisonous gas started flowing out. And while certain party members looked at this and went, "We need to go," certain other people tried preventative measures. Some of them good, some of them involved taking a 5-pound bag of flour and throwing it on the cauldron. It is Jyotis's chaotic eat moment. And
I'd be so proud if I wasn't so angry.
no, stop bringing this up near me. Unfortunately, that lit the gaseous substance that was leaking so forth quickly on fire. So now it was poisonous and on fire and continuing to spread. Gary hauled ass to get out of the cave. The rest of you had hard decisions to make, as both Lolly and Latham were not able to keep speed with Lesterin and Jyotis. 1 second.
I was like, oh, I'm in trouble.
Oh,
And then I was like, wait,
man, he
window.
never gets yelled at.
So, I'm back now.
Welcome.
The poisonous fire quickly consumed most of the cave. Lolly, with some quick thinking, created an ice seal over one part of the cave, and the party made skill checks in a skill challenge to maintain it. They succeeded, which spared their lives. Gary, meanwhile, was stuck outside holding his walkie-talkie, waiting to see what had happened to the rest of his adventuring party and whether his new guild would be Gary and the Sea Snakes. Also, my second favorite potential title for the episode, had you all wiped. Who are you and what kind of UNT do you want to be for your next character? Long story short, our triumphant heroes later emerged from the cave and returned to town with 2 of the sea snakes that were unable to wake up. Actually, 3 of them. Jyotis did depart over towards the Dingy Bird, while the rest of the group went to the Ocean Speaker in attempt to get Latham and these Yuan-Ti cured of their curse. Kimi took pity on the Yuan-Ti and actually did try to help them. Out of the 3, 2 of them were possibly saved and have been released to serve prison sentences for their attack on the city, but may have a new chance at life. The 3rd was not so lucky, and according to Kimi, it did not repent, and it died in the pool. She then asked Latham if he really wanted to try this. Latham agreed, took the risk, made the gamble, and sure enough, the curse of constantly coughing salt water was removed. After this, though, something was wrong. The presence, the darkness that had been within Latham and those Yuan-Ti seemed to linger over the place. And Kimi quickly detected that there was something in the room. Lolly cleverly used detect magic and detected an enemy hiding behind an invisible veil. At which point the imp that you had encountered earlier at the 3-tailed lady's cave appeared again, grinning, giggling, and flying off after announcing that the lady was coming. Kimi asked for your help in evacuating the entirety of the Temple of the Vault of the Kai, which the party did. They succeeded. On the way out, Gary stopped at one of the massive aquariums, noticing that, sure enough, that familiar imp with too many mouths and too many eyes was floating in the water next to him, grinning madly.
Jesus.
Gary took out a sword, stabbed through the tank, and killed the creature in one hit. the party evacuated outside, but now hears something like a drum.
No, this is danger. No more. Oh,
And
no.
low conch shell horns with that. A sickly, almost oily feeling slides over the temple. And that's where we begin.
We lost Mikey.
Also, you yelled at a puppy. He's all sad now.
I yelled at him because he wouldn't stop biting me after I told him no.
Oh,
He got told no, and then he doubled down,
oh.
and then he got told no. He got dad
So-
voiced.
So we've left the temple, and now we hear these
You hear
Horns.
drum beats, right?
and drums and horns and
Drums and horns. And again, the majority of the temple staff have run out. There was about just a little over a dozen people, attendants, accountants, in addition to undertraining priests.
And you
Which way are
guys
the sounds coming
probably
from?
smashed the aquarium, right?
They're coming from inside the temple. There is a little bit of water leaking down the stairs for, reasons.
That was like that when we got here.
Uh-huh.
But and the other people who left temple with us, do they look ready for a fight, or are they oh shit, what's up?
The tricorns who left the temple are currently standing back in admonishment, and there's that freeze, fight, or flight reaction. They've chosen freeze, is what you can tell, Latham, because you know how to defend people based off of what action they choose. So this would be part of your knowledge base. But clearly these guards thought this was an easy gig, and now something is coming from within the temple, and all of them have frozen. They are not
Inside the
able to move
temple?
forward. Inside the temple.
Should we go check on Kimmy?
Where the hell did Kimmy go in all this? 'Cause
Kimmy
she
remained
was-
in the vaults of the Kai because if you remember,
Yeah.
well, no one remembers, but I will remind you that Kimmy was trying to hold back the magic of the three-tailed lady
I don't like
because
that.
she was
I wanna go get
attempting
it.
to dominate this place.
I remember that, but I'm not there,
All
so
right, I'm gonna run back toward the stairs.
I'm gonna go with her.
get Kimmy. I don't like
Okay.
this. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm going to point to the people and tell them to run and fetch the city watch.
Lotham, roll a persuasion check.
16 on the dice plus tons because
Yeah,
persuasion.
because Bard. Your
Uh,
action.
24.
Yeah, your action unfreezes them, and they look at you for a second and just, yeah, okay, we'll go get reinforcements. And they go
Also-
charging off.
We also lost Mikey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
did. I'll wait to do my thing until he gets back.
Yeah, I'll just pause at the stairs until Mikey's here because I know he's
Yeah.
like, don't do that, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Lolly, don't do
Lale,
that.
No, I'm
Lale,
going
don't
with
do the thing. I am big.
I'm going with Lolly regardless.
Yes. Yes. Good idea.
It's like don't split the party, but also don't let the fluffy one
Don't
go by
let
herself.
Lolly go by herself.
Just gonna,
Did we
gonna
make an
grab
agreement at some
Kimmy
point
and
that
throw her
someone should always-
upstairs.
How slightly related? How long was it from when we left the sand temple? Cauldron, boom, boom. Was
Oh.
that a day or was that when was that?
No, that's a matter of hours. You guys came here
Okay.
directly after.
Okay.
Probably just over an hour in total.
Okay, cool.
We
Then
did a
I will
short
leave
rest.
these little.
Oh no,
marks
that was
filled.
before we went back in, though, right?
Yeah, you took a short rest before going back in.
Yeah.
I'm texting Mikey because this is the longest he's ever been gone.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah, I
we did
hope
get
I-
a short rest because I'm at like 17 HP. Oh, that's because
You
we
took-
fought a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you fought and you took damage.
Yeah, at the very end of the last episode, you guys entered combat.
Wombat combat.
I hope Mikey's okay.
Yeah, me too. I just texted him to try to.
Excuse me.
Oh man. So you're at 17 hit points, huh?
No, I'm at like so many. Yeah, I'm at 17 hit points.
Cool. Cool.
Why do you want to know?
You know, stuff and things.
Is that not a good number to have?
Yeah, it's fine.
I think it's a
It's
great
fine.
number. 17 happens
Everything
to
will be
my-
fine.
One of my favorite numbers.
It's fine. It's all fine.
Fine.
It's gonna be fun.
It'll be easy. You just have like
To doubt that. Cool.
I'm almost wondering if they had like a power outage or something, but Mikey's cell phone should still work.
Yeah.
how many spell slots do I have left?
All right, well, we'll give him 3 minutes, and if he's not here, I'll put Jyotis in charge of his character until he gets here.
Oh,
Just don't throw flour on anything, and it should be fine.
I don't know
I
if
won't
Mikey
have to
has
break
flour.
your leg.
I don't know if he has flour.
He does not.
Here, have
Not anymore.
Yeah, I can't spell.
Yes, you
Or
can.
type.
Believe in yourself.
I can spell, but I can't type. That's better. That's more specific.
Doo 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 doo.
So, Ship, my
Oh my
original
God.
plan was that if there was to be combat, I was going to let you control Kimmy while Jyotis was
I remember.
running. Because I'm assuming he's probably going to be like, I can come now, guys.
Well, yeah, because we're gonna do
Oh,
that
that's
thing.
a flower into the sea.
No, he's out of flour right now. He'd have to stop by the bakery or something.
Oh, I will give
You're
him
banned from getting flour.
Just around Lestrin.
Weird, we all became celiac diseased.
No coffee creamer for you either.
That's even
Right?
worse.
No powders, period.
Hey, he's back. I hope
There he is.
Well,
Apologies.
no problem.
No worries. We were just worried because that's like the longest you've ever been gone.
I'll explain at break.
Okay, no worries. So, Mikey, just to catch you back up on everything, basically, Lolly took off running for the temple because she wants to go get Kimmy out of there.
yeah, I don't think Kimmy's winning, guys. Let's go.
And I don't know if he heard that there were war drums and horns in the backdrop either.
Oh yeah, there were
There are
war
and
drums
drums.
and conch shells too.
Called for the city guards, or at least send some people off to go call for the city guards.
Can I do the thing now?
Ooh,
Yeah,
the
you
thing?
can do the thing now.
Yodis taps his sending stone. Garret, are you there? I found some things in my bag. We explored those. Remember those tunnels we explored? Ledgers and things. I got stuff to show you.
I'm not going to respond right away because shit's going down.
Yeah, Gary, you get the message, but Jyotis has no idea about any of what's going on right now. So
Nope.
you know,
Right.
Jyotis is like, guys, this is great.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, the closet got skewered last game.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, you shish
Stabbed him
kebabbed him
very
through glass, which, by the way, there is water currently all over the floor. It's not flooding drastically because the cut was so clean, but it's leaking and pouring out, and you can start to see cracks forming in the glass where the pressure is just pushing against it.
I'm sure there's like a tape spell for that.
The mending is the thing, but I don't have it. So I'm going to follow Lolly's advice or Lolly's call and head that way.
Oh,
Okay.
He's letting me do this. Okay, cool. Let's go before we question it.
All right, kids. Well, I will just move you to the next map because I rolled a random percentile die to determine if there was any bad guys here, and there wasn't. So,
Okay.
Yay.
The fish are against us.
I mean, there are some poisonous fish in there,
I
but
missed
not
that.
many.
Did we
Don't
did we
eat them,
No
continue
Taylor,
venomous
to
they're
the
fish.
next
poisonous.
level?
As long as you don't eat them, they're fine.
Pugu.
Unless they're venomous.
Okay, let's move the
Bob's like sliding the CR
characters.
up.
No, it doesn't hurt me. That one hurts Mikey, remember?
Oh, that's true.
Bloop! All right. So, Jyotis, you are going to take the place of the Acolyte because I will let you control Kimmy if there is combat.
Oh, okay.
That way you have something to do. So, as you guys come charging down the stairs as a group together, Lester and Lolly leading it and Gary closely following, Latham, did you head in with them? I did want to ask.
Yep.
And okay,
Yep.
all right.
Yeah, I'm
right.
following. I'm not leading the charge, but like, Latham's going in. Latham has interest in that, like, this be the bank and a very important strategic value for a little venture. So,
Yeah,
kind of like our patron saint of financing.
right. Okay, so upon getting down to the bottom of the stairs, what everyone can currently see is that it's almost like the temple has gone slightly dark. There's, in essence, the lighting has suddenly changed, and it is much, much darker right now. There's almost this sickly purple aura that smells a little like a rancid oil flowing throughout the area. And Kimmy is currently on her knees praying at the altar that she had used to help Latham and the Yuan Ti earlier, just calling out to the Ocean Mother and to all of the halfling gods that, Gary, you understand some of the gods she calls for, but the rest of you do not speak halfling. So you're like, okay, she's talking. But as she continues to talk, the darkness keeps growing.
I run over to her, grab her, and run out.
Okay. Well, for starters, when you grab her, she kind of jostles out of her prayer and just, Lolly, no, if you take me, she'll take the temple.
She's already taking it. Let's go.
And with that, her barrier is interrupted. So I would accept initiative from
Oh,
everyone.
God. I'm just.
This is the game I know and love.
Where?
Why does it have to open with a nat 20?
No, I'm not a cat person.
Meow.
Two for now. 8.
Okay. Let's get this posted up. Man, Gary just not taking it. Gary has a higher dexterity than Kimmy, so he will go first. Jyotis, if you click on the Steel Tranquility campaign, Kimmy should now appear as a character.
Okay.
And
I will find her stats and use them.
yeah, you can basically like temporarily claim the character and actually be able to roll.
Cool. Confirm.
Nice.
And then Jyotis is not part of this combat, so I'm going to close his character sheet. Then we have Lolly at 13, Latham at 12, Lestrin at 8. Perfect. Let's roll some other initiatives real quick. Okay. And Miss Lady. Oh no, god damn it.
Well, that was a die. I don't know. I don't know if die's meow. That was cute if.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Bailey.
These animals tonight, man, they are killing me. I love you, but you killing me, cat. Okay, well, that is that. Okay.
I need to change my room colors to be like bright red because now in combat. We'll go with like red.
Dun, 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 dun.
What's proper combat colors?
Never should have come here. All right. Well,
D6.
I think she. Let's see. Latham. Ooh, no, Latham has better dexterity. Okay. All right. So, with that, Lolly, I think you have the best passive perception other than Kimmy.
Yay.
And oh yeah.
'Cause I'm so wise.
yeah, exactly. You two are actually tied. What you see appearing before you is 4 Sahagan that appear to be undead, because as they emerge from the water, you can see bones and necrotic, rotted organs that seem to be falling from them in just dripping ichor.
Oh no.
And as they wade out with their weapons, they give that like. Meanwhile, the 3-tailed lady appears as this beautiful, gorgeous woman adorned in a dress of aquamarine that appears to have 3 separate tails floating around it. One up at her shoulder, and then the other 2 flow down around her body and just almost flutter like they can fly in place. She has these green, bright emerald eyes that are rather cat-like in quality because of how the irises go. And upon seeing you, the eyes narrow and a smile of a beautiful but wicked grin emerges from her face. And this siren just gives this little call of, well, hello. I'll be taking this. With that, Garret, you are actually up first.
How far am I from her?
Gary, I had you at the base of the stairs along with Latham, so I would put you measuring tool. 65%. You are 120 feet from her. picture, Fog of Wars. There we go.
Clears things up a bit.
Yeah.
I need to check something really quick, because in terms of game time. Is it still within an hour of when I cast Longstrider?
I believe it would be. Like, I'd say you're near the end, but I would accept you still maintaining it in this moment. Because it's been a day.
Yeah, it really has. Though sadly, even with that, my double move would not be enough to get to her. But it would be enough to get within distance to throw a firebolt at her face.
All right.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to move 80 feet.
Do you have access to your computer to move your character?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to check.
My math skills just completely went belly up. Oh, God. 16 squares. Okay. Right about there.
Okay.
And firebolt.
All right. Go ahead and roll attack.
Math. 19.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
9.
All right. So Gary, your little firebolt flies out and catches the lady right in her face. And as the burn marks fade, there's no longer this beautiful middle-aged woman with flowing black hair. The face burns away, revealing this horrendous appearance of a wrinkled and waterlogged, decayed skin that holds a greenish hue to it. One eye is more bulbous and large than the other, though the irises remain the same. The hair is now wisps and mostly bald, and that beautiful aquamarine dress is now the hideous 3 merfolk that have been formed through bones and bodies attached to her like a dress. And you can see their faces screaming in agony silently.
Drawing my swords and getting into a battle stance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
All right. Good turn. Okay, Kimmy.
All right. These are 5-foot squares, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. 1, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. All right. Let's see. Where is it? It's growth. I want to cast Spike Growth centered on this one right here, if you can see where I'm pinging.
Kimmy has spike growth. That's actually awesome. Thought that was a ranger spell. Totally does, because Child of the Wood. Yeah, no, you can do that. Okay, I'm going to give you drawing permissions so that you can actually light up the map, okay?
Okay. I think it's B.
Drawing permissions. Oh, yeah, you actually have drawing permissions, so go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I think it's roughly about like that. I think it's
okay.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
So is that close? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It's about like that.
Yeah, that's about it. Okay. All right. Jutting spikes emerge. Let's look at that spell. Does that begin on its turn?
Spike growth transforms the ground instantly, I think. And
Gotcha.
they
Okay.
have to make a perception check to actually see it, I think.
No, and that's going to be a disadvantage because you did it underwater. That's clever. Well done. Okay. Anything else, Kimmy?
Oh, damn it. Yeah, undo that one. Can I undo that one? Yeah.
Mhm.
Then. Damn it. Why is
Dude,
it
you got to turn off the draw tool.
I did.
You can move.
I did. I thought. There we
What
go.
do you-
All right. I want to move, I think.
Okay.
Let's see how I need to
Well,
see.
you move you, and I'll move the acolyte to symbolize you.
I think one. About there.
Okay, perfect. I will move the acolyte. Dink. All right. Okay, with that, Lolly,
Yes.
you interrupted the ceremony. I would like you to roll a D100.
For how many golds we get from this?
Well, here's the thing. You have a layer, and you have two people trying to control it. So who gets the layer effect is going to depend on how you roll this round.
22 gets control of it.
Okay. So, that would be the three-tailed lady. She giggles after Gary's fire attack and just Oh, I see you wanted to play instead of to gawk. Let's begin. And she blows into this conch that she's holding. And you recognize the noise from earlier, but up close, I need everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Wisdom. Fortunately, I'm
Holy-
so wise.
Is it her turn?
Give me the.
Nope, this is a layer action.
9.
19 passes.
24.
Pass.
12.
11.
Lester in.
16.
Jyotis and Gary, you are subject to the effect of the confusion spell. You may repeat a saving throw at the end of your turn. The sounds just get into your head and start messing with you, and you keep seeing visions of fake enemies, and sometimes your friends become Sahagan, and your mind is just starting to blank out.
Wait, Kimmy had a 24.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Latham
Okay.
and Gary.
Oh, wait, 12.
Yeah. DC was 13.
Cool.
Gotcha.
You
So-
said at the end of my turn or the beginning?
At the end of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw to break the confusion effect. So, with that, we come to Lolly. It is your turn.
Okay, let me think. First of all, I'm wearing that silver shell pendant. Do those mermaids look alive? Question mark.
No, these
Okay,
are
they're not
Sahagan to begin with. They are not
no, I meant
merfolk.
on the hag.
Oh, no, they do not look alive. They look,
Okay, so they've been torn up and everything. Okay.
yeah, they look very dead. Very undead, more specifically.
8.
Okay. And did it look like that firebolt did? Like, did it look like it was effective?
Yes, it not only burned away the illusion, it actually, her face looks like it got fire.
Okay. Well, then she is taking a face full of sacred flame.
Okay. All right, that is a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes. Oh, no, she's
Okay.
not, because that is outside of my range. So she is
Ah.
taking an eldritch blast to the face.
Okay, then roll attack.
Okay, 12.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. You blast it, and just as it's getting in range, one of the tails flicks it and sends the eldritch energy spiraling off. Ah, ah, ah!
Ah, ah, ah.
And with that, I think she's going to take an action. Let's see. Yep. She is going to, in Aquan, turn to the first Sahagan near her and just... And it is going to charge at Gary. It's going to move up and make one attack. Gary's AC is actually hard to hit. Okay. All right. Gary, it just misses you with its spear. That thing comes in and nearly cuts your armor as it comes by, but it's undead, so its reactions are a little bit slower than a normal living creature. The way it moved, though, that jankiness almost caught you up. That was very close. And with that, Latham, it is your round.
I'm confused, right?
Yes, so I need you to roll a d10.
Okay. Make sure D10 not to 12. 2.
2. Okay. You don't move or take any actions this turn. You just kind of
Turn.
sit there and like, woo! You may repeat your saving throw.
Not very good there. That'd be 5.
Okay, yeah, you are still confused. All right. Next, it is the three-tailed lady's turn. And she holds out her hands, looks over towards Gary, and just, the ocean is mine. And you start to see the tides surge into her, and she is going to push out a little bit of water over towards Gary. Oh, let's see. So, Gary, you're not going to take any damage from this because, though a bludgeoning effect, you're just pushed with it. But in the meantime, the thing that she failed to consider is that it's also going to hit 2 of her Sahagan through the spike growth. So, Gary, you are moved 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, Gary, you are moved into this area right here. And I need a dexterity saving throw from you. This Sahagan, 10, 15, 20, and then 5, 10,
21.
20. Gary, you make it. You land upright. And ironically, you notice that on this pool, as you land, the water supports you. And you're not like waist deep in the water. You're actually on top of it right now.
It's a non-Newtonian fluid.
If I stop moving, I'll stay.
Jump on it. Keep jumping.
Jyotis, go ahead and activate 20 feet of movement worth of damage on 2 Sahagan and let me
You
know.
want me to roll it separate for each, or just like
no, just one
double?
in the same. Because they basically just got dragged across.
2d4 times that's 8, right? I think it's 8d4.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get a calculator because
It'll just be faster.
and 2 more. Oh man, that's a pretty good roll.
What'd you do?
22 damage.
Well, that's what you needed. So
Ooh.
Those two, while getting dragged across, get guttered because they're undead anyways. They just get gooified as the spikes dig and rip between the bone and decayed organs. There is nothing left of them after the tide goes back out a little bit. This one is moved up 20 feet. 15, 20. It gets to make a dexterity save. It does not make it, so Gary, yours is prone right there. That one that is nearest you.
Goody.
Feet. Okay. All right. With that, the three-tailed lady is going to take yet another legendary action. As Gary, you witness her after landing. She is holding the control of that spell with both her hands, and you watch as she points at one of the merfolk who lifts up its skeleton long fingers with nails that have never stopped growing and receives that weave that she had been holding and takes it onto themselves. And now its hands are moving. But the hag looks like it's free of having to keep concentration.
Ew.
Next, we have the Sahagan. Two of them are very dead. One of them is very stupid and is going to step here and make a wisdom saving throw. All right, half damage. Half of one is one. Gary, as it steps onto the pool actually burns it. And you see that part of its ankle burns away, but the bone is still there. And it falls into this fluid while it's trying to attack you because the pool is trying to burn it away. And it goes to stab you. And it misses again because why can't I roll well tonight? All right.
Good.
This time it was nowhere nearly as close as it was last time. The spear, you just easily kind of batted out of the way, even though you're confused. Lesterin, you're round.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I can make it there. I'm going to attack the Sahagan right there.
Can make it
Okay.
anywhere.
Rage. Last one.
All right. Lesterin goes into a rage. Rajay.
Does a 15 hit?
Oh, yes.
Jeez. $11 points of damage. Oh, plus 2.
All right. 13
13.
points of damage is a solid hit. Where its ankle had just melted away partly, you bring the greatsword down and try to cleave into it, and you do a fair amount of the way down. You cut half of it from the other half and bring it into its abdomen and pull out, and then, unfortunately, since it is undead, it remains with both of those halves still attached at the waist and just hisses back at you.
I give it a raspberry.
Raspberry.
Delicious.
Lone Star.
All right. With that, we are back to top of the round. Gary, you are confused, so please roll me a d10.
10.
Nice.
Okay, you can act and move normally because despite your confusion, it seems like you're able to kind of shake yourself out of it after seeing Lesterin just drive a sword through this thing.
All right. Well, I have a plan.
Do you have 20% of a plan?
Well,
Pull.
doesn't matter. I'm using a double move to get here.
Okay.
Then I'm burning an action surge,
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
and I'm going to take a full attack on the skeleton holding the spell's concentration.
Ooh, fun. That'll be interesting. All right. Let's do it.
First
Roll the hit.
attack, I'm burning the inspiration because that's horse shit. Yeah, that's much better. So, 22.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Max damage, 10.
Very nice. You slice through one of the hands, and the other one tries to hold on to the spell. I have to roll its Constitution save. It is still holding the spell, but you have done a large amount of damage to it. Would you
All
like
right.
to try again?
Bonus action. Natural fucking 20.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Roll some deeps.
Oh,
Max damage again.
Yeah.
So, 16.
Yeah, so
Good
This time-
carry.
you get a little bit tired of it surviving the first hit, and you bring that sword down as hard as you can, and you just go straight through its skull. And this is odium, so you just twist it, and you can feel that darkened pulse of potential from pandemonium just completely interrupt the weave that she had placed within this creature. And as you rip the skull and neck off of that, and the tail and body just falls off of the dress, bones and sinew turning instantly to sand and foam, you see her just and yeah, she has lost control of that spell. And the thing she was going to do is now denied to her because of your actions. Well done, Gary.
Nice.
And your damage actually carried enough through the merfolk to do a little bit to her. You said you did 16 with that second hit, right?
Correct.
Okay.
12
Yeah,
plus 4.
Carving through the merfolk got a little bit of her leg as well. She's showing a little leg now. Not that you ever wanted to see that.
Yeah, man.
Kick her, bitch.
Hooray for caution.
Oh, Gary, you may repeat your wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's another 20 on the die.
Well then, sir, you are no longer confused.
Caution
That's
is being
good
kind
back.
to me today.
Having seen the leg of a sea hag, you are no longer confused about who the enemy is,
Thank the
because
gods.
it is horrific. In just one short word, you see barnacles beneath the surface of the skin, bones and joints that are bending backwards and malformed.
How can so many pustules fit per square centimeter?
Oh,
Oh, no, please, no.
oh, your carbuncle has a carbuncle? Yeah. So, Gary, your round is done. Kimmy.
All right. Kimmy's going to move back over to here. Damn it. Gary moved. I was gonna do a thing, but I think I'm gonna do a different thing. Let's see, where's that spell? Da-da-da-da.
No, that's louder than I thought it would be.
Yeah, you're gonna hear, because I'm gonna drop. Wait, I don't have to drop concentration on the spikes yet, do I? If I cast Guiding Bolt, because it's
Nope.
not concentration.
Nope.
All right, well, I guess the spikes will stay there for now. And you're gonna hear Kimmy utter some, halfling words, and then Guiding Bolt's gonna streak towards the hag
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack.
at 3rd level.
Okay. Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Nanny.
Roll to attack. That's a nat 20, baby. That's
It was
20.
like, this is my temple,
That's
Yeah.
what-
my house,
My house. Get out of my house.
my
Get out of
house.
my lawn.
All right.
Anyway, 27 to hit.
Yeah, that is not only a hit, it's critical, so dice damage are doubled.
Yeah. 66, I think. Yeah, 66.
Yes.
26 times 2.
Okay, that's a solid hit.
That's 52.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, the one of the other merfolk that is attached to her gets absolutely blasted by the radiant light that Kimmy unleashes, and it's this beautiful aqua glaze that comes running down almost like a dolphin streaking through water, and then it hits the hag right in the chest, explodes out with energy, and now she's glowing and easy to hit.
Yay!
That is a hell of a hit, sir.
Yes.
All
Get
right.
off my lawn.
All right. Well, Gary, since you are no longer confused, this time I'm going to have you roll a D100, and we'll determine who gets the layer action.
Shit. Hang on. I don't know how to interpret that. I think it's 2%.
Yep. The three-tailed lady, once again, just grits her teeth and begins to focus through the pain and demands, like, obey! And this time, necrotic algae begins to flood the chamber, first in the waters, and then it springs up into the air like spores, catching all of the chamber. Everyone needs to make a everyone needs to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
8.
7.
Dirty
Oh my
20.
God.
What'd Kimmy get?
23.
19.
Okay. All right. Does anyone want to use their inspiration?
Yes, I do. I would like that very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Wait,
I
you took
already
it from
did.
me. Can I please have it back?
You can have it back. Because you've been so good about actually playing.
God
And
damn it, I
not-
rolled the same thing.
Oh no.
That's the universe trying to tell you something.
It's as if I didn't get it back, y'all.
Yeah.
Gary, Lolly, the two of you accidentally breathe in some of the spores,
Ah.
and your vision begins to cloud,
Oh no.
and then you fall asleep.
Oh no.
Somebody slap me, please.
Each of you are under the effect of the sleep spell.
Ah.
Meanwhile, those of you who remain awake see that the algae has coated their bodies and is starting to glow with these little pulses of black and green, and it's almost like it's going to try to drain the life from them. So, anyways, that was the layer action. Now it's Lolly's turn. Let's do a thing. Lolly, you take 8 points of necrotic damage while you are asleep,
Ow.
and you continue to sleep.
It doesn't wake me?
It does not wake you because this is a hag. You're fighting a hag. So, with that interesting thing out of the way, let's see. Yep.
Excuse me?
Actually, the three-tailed lady is going to use her last tail to do a thing really quick, which
Real
is
quick.
Surrender.
she is going to demand that one of her Sahagan come up. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right there. And she is going to demand that it attempt to kill this thing in front of her. Because she is not having that. So, alright, it only gets one attack. But at advantage because Gary is asleep.
Yep.
Okay, that's a hit, but let's make sure we don't crit. We do not crit. Okay. All right. All right.
Please tell me that this wakes me up.
This will wake you up because this is... All right. So, Gary... The Sahagan comes out and just drives the spear into your abdomen, sinks it deep through your belly. You take a grand total of 15 points of damage as it pulls it out, covering the altar in your blood. But you are awake now, and that sickly energy algae pulls away from you. The hag looks moderately surprised that you survived. Latham, it is your round.
You might be muted.
He
Lawyer up.
might be muted.
Calling
Maybe
all
he
dams.
disconnect.
Coming down.
The internet is not with us tonight.
It is not.
No.
Odin
Definitely
is
not.
certainly with you guys, though. How many 20s have you rolled?
0.
I rolled
Two?
Jesus. Quite a few.
I've rolled 2.
I haven't rolled any 20s to be exact.
Ah, gotcha.
But Gary also rolled 1, didn't he?
I rolled 2.
You rolled 2 as well.
Oh, Dan dropped.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no.
Need Dan back.
I'm gonna have nice dreams.
Hmm? All right, time to text Dan and check on his. After this round, we'll take a break, guys. Sorry it's going on so long.
No problem, man.
I'm not worried about it.
The internet's just being a jerk, that's all.
Oh, there's that Dan.
Yeah.
That
Welcome
is Dan.
back.
Yay, no, I lost internet outage. But of course everything's trying to connect to the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi's like, yeah, go nowhere.
Oh,
Welcome to a walled garden.
Ah. All right. Well, Latham, it is now your turn in earnest. Sorry about that.
No worries. We got a 6 on my confusion.
Okay, cool. What
What'd that
adventure
do?
shall we have today? Wow, once again, you don't move or take actions this turn. Latham, you can re-roll your wisdom saving throw.
Same thing as last. 9.
Would you like to use your inspiration?
Yes. Question is, can I use it on the? No, let's use it on the saving throw. Wow, that's a whole lot of not better. That's 12.
That's what
All right,
you
you know
needed
what?
because it weakens by 1 each round.
yay.
Either way, that D20 is going to jail because it's not serving me at all tonight.
Send
so.
that to jail. You do manage to correct the confusion after utilizing your inspiration point.
Would you like
The
to
microwave
use
with that one.
save?
All right, it is now the
That
three-tailed
smells very
lady's
weird.
turn. All
I'm
right.
gonna go back to taking a nap apparently because I've been pretty useless this round. For this session.
Hit me, wake me up or something.
Wake me up.
Well, he can't.
inside.
That was the end of
Exactly
his
Can't
turn.
wake you up.
He can't wake you up before he goes. Okay.
Save
so-
me.
Save
All right.
me
Save me from the dark.
hag.
No one has hit her since the guiding bolt, too. Oh, fun.
Oh.
All right. So,
Give it time.
okay. Yeah, she's going to reach out and
Man.
Gary, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw because she's reaching out with her hand towards you.
Is this a melee spell attack?
This is not a melee spell attack.
15.
Okay, let's see. It's modifier. Ooh, you make it. She was trying to cast Hold Person on you, but you made it, sir. So you
How
feel
unfortunate for her.
you feel almost like a mental seaweed starting to wrap around your body, and then between just the peace and knowledge of what you've learned and studied of magic so far, in addition to the fighting spirit within you, you quickly have that, like, not today. And sure enough, it breaks before it can actually take hold. She then hisses, and she is going to... Yeah, she gonna run. Because you are still prone, so she is falling back. 5, 10,
Do I
15,
get an
20.
attack of opportunity from a prone position?
Yes, you do, sir. It is at
Four.
disadvantage, but
Oh,
still.
Over the ankles.
Oh, no. Wait, it's actually just a normal attack because she is lit up by Guiding Bolt. So,
Yeah.
Well, I don't actually know what I rolled because I rolled. Damn it! I'm just gonna roll it. Ah, for fuck's sake! I missed my tower. Hang on. 14.
14 hits.
Oh, didn't expect that. 8 slashing.
Okay. Good solid 8 damage. She wails and carries on. Okay. Next up, it is the Sahagan's turn. Lestrin, the one is going to attack you with everything it has.
Bring it on, bitch.
Not that it's going to matter because you are raging. Wow. 2 hits and a miss. Okay, so. All right, coming in. Its claws. Oh, and it needs to take radiant damage too. All right, so it is starting to burn away, much like a Terminator sinking into the molten steel, because that radiant little pool is not happy to have undead things in it. You can tell that it's barely clinging on, but it reaches out with its claws and digs into your legs. You take a grand total of 6 piercing damage. Or no, sorry, slashing damage that is reduced down to 3, which is not big.
Poke. Poke, poke.
Yay.
All right. And now, the one on Gary can't get super advantage. It already has advantage because Gary's flat out. Okay, that's 1 hit. That's 2 hits. Let's see if there's a crit. Nope. And then, yeah. All right, Gary. It is going to double jam you with its spear, trying to just finish you off. Six and 3. You take a total of 9 piercing damage as it just plunges that spear twice into you again. And with that, Lestrin.
Oh, be gone with you, Sahagan. I'm going to attack
That'll
you
work.
again. That'll get him here. That would
Yeah.
be an 18.
I shall write a strongly
That is a
worded
hit.
letter.
And there is no way you can't kill him. So how do you want to kill him? Because
1 HP left.
3.
In half from the top down.
Okay.
Finish the job.
Yeah, this
Hot
time
dog
you
or-
just
hot dog
decide
or
to finish
hamburger?
the job completely, and
Hot dog.
and then it falls into the radiant pool, burns away within the radiant pool to where there is no trace of the creature at all.
Okay. Can I move?
Uh-huh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as far as I can get, I think.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20. Not close enough to hit with lightning unless water, lightning.
You would hit yourself, but you would also get the sea hag too. So,
I'm perfectly fine with that. Stomp.
Okay.
Is Gary fine with that?
Yes.
No, Gary is out of the water.
Gary-
Actually.
He's on the
okay,
he's on
cool.
the temple thing,
Cool.
right?
Gary's gonna be fine. DC 14, Bob Dex.
Okay. Duly noted. They're at disadvantage because they're in the water. Sea hag makes it. Other dude is not as lucky.
So half of 7 for the hag and 7 for the.
All right, so 3 points of damage to the hag and 7 to the Sahagan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, you've done your own form of fish fry. It's still standing, but it takes that like jolt when its whole body just kind of freezes up for a moment before the bones just kind of set and correct back into fighting shape. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and take a 15-minute break.
Bye.
I'll see everyone back. Let's just do 9:08, okay?
Hey.
908.
And
Delio.
Yay for the non-robotic Fidelio.
yay!
Oh, I
Although
want to hear
humanoid.
that. I can't wait to hear that.
All right. Top of the round. Gary, sir, you are prone. The sea hag is fleeing from what it looks like, and you have a Sahagan standing next to you that has been repeatedly poking you with a stick.
Well, I'm going to leave that to Lestrin. I'm getting on my feet, which will consume half of my movement,
Mm-hmm.
but I still have 20 feet of movement to get right here
Mm-hmm.
and cast Green Flame Blade. And I'm going to smash the fuck out of her.
Interesting.
16 plus 7.
Yeah, that's a hit.
23.
Now that Sahagan does get to make an attack of opportunity as you leave.
Let him.
But I rolled really shit, so it did not hit you.
She takes 9 damage
Okay.
with that attack, and the mermaid skeleton takes 3.
Okay. All right. So,
And then I'm going in with Odium.
okay.
$18 to hit.
That is a hit.
And that is 6 damage. And let me check something. I think Green Flame Blade only works with the first attack. Against one creature. Yeah, it's part of the action, not the bonus action, so it doesn't persist.
Okay. All right. So that was 6 points of damage on the second one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Man, those blades both really dig into her, and she gives this. "Ah!" All right. Ironically, the last merfolk is still hanging in there, but it is burning alive. With that, Kimmy, you're round.
All right, I'm gonna do a thing. Let's see, entangle is a 20-foot square.
You still have drawing permissions, right?
So, yeah, I believe.
All right.
So I'm gonna clear that. And
Perfect.
I believe that is a 20-foot square.
That is. What saving throw do I get?
Let's see. A creature in the area and cast spell. Let's see. Strength 15.
Oh, goddamn. Three-tailed lady. All right, I am going to use legendary resistance and make my save because, yep.
Yeah.
Any move or bonus action from you?
Oh, damn it. Turn that off. I'm going to move to there.
Okay. All right, Kimmy's going to go running to there to try to smite that hag. All right, with that, it's time for layer action. So let's see. Mikey and Brit have both gotten to do it. Latham, roll D100.
Roll high.
Ooh! 75.
Whoa.
Well, that does help. So, all right, let's roll D6 and see which one it is. Okay. All right. The temple begins to brighten as the natural energies of the ocean speaker begin to retake and fix from the influence of the three-tailed lady. Beyond that, all of you gain 2. All of you gain 13 HP back.
Is that temp HP or is it just healing?
Healing. And the thing that Lolly's really going to like, because Latham managed to save through it, is that the effects of previous layer actions are removed. So Lolly, you
Yay!
wake up.
Wakey, wakey! Eggs and bacon.
I hate her. Kick her, bitch.
Speaking of which, Lolly, it's your turn.
Finally! Okay. Having seen... I look around. Oh, God, what's going on? All right. Having seen those things dissolve in the water, as I run by this pool, I'm going to cast Shape Water into a majestic sea flap flap from this water, the inner pool water, and have it go swimming around me in like a big flurry. And yeah, it says it animates at my direction, but is it going to be able to maintain its shape in the water as it splashes around, or
High or low?
high?
We'll see.
Okay. Anyways, this viscous fluid, all right, I'm just going to make a manta ray and start running at the lady. And bonus action, call out to the sea flap flaps, kick her, bitch!
All right, one more high or low call.
Low.
Yeah. All right. One exploding sea flap flap going towards her.
Not exploding, just like swimming around and like, you know how the manta rays like jump out of the water?
Yeah. What's the speed of a shape water spell?
I don't know.
I mean, I think
it just says animate at your direction. It says 30-foot range, 5-foot cube. I would not. Oh,
30,
up to 5
30
feet
feet
in any
seems...
direction. Movement
5 feet.
doesn't
But
have
it's
enough
moving
force
through the
to
water.
withstand-
I feel like 25 or 30 seems reasonable for like move speed.
Yeah, I'm going to say you can move at 30 feet. I'm going to give you drawing permissions. Do not draw anything illicit.
All right. I'm gonna draw a majestic sea flap flap.
Thrusting its way to the sea.
And you can send it 30 feet from you.
Oh, I can. Score. Okay.
I will be nice. You got both the high and low calls, so.
Okay, how do I paint now? Oh, there we go. Sorry, that's way too big.
Brush.
Okay. There he goes.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay, that is Lolly's turn done. Latham, it is your turn, and for once you're not confused.
I'm not confused running in circles. And then so the sea hag was running what, to a column?
The sea hag is trying to run back into the ocean because y'all have been a little bit stronger than she anticipated.
All right.
And,
She's been
Maybe we
really
shouldn't have been
annoying.
a bitch.
So, in a exasperated like Jim Carrey style, shut up. He's gonna cast gag order, which is to say he's gonna cast silence.
Motion to
Okay.
make this a permanent change for that spell name.
God damn it, that is a beautiful spell name. What's the save DC?
Nothing. It's just a 20. It says a 20 sphere ball of silence where she's at. I'm gonna put a little bit in front of her where she's running because, like, I'm gonna assume she's gonna pass through it. But yeah, it's
Okay, so like
things in
basically
there.
like she's on the edge of it. It's not with Gary, but it's like right next to that.
Yeah. So anything
Okay.
in there. So if she tries to cast any kind of component that requires a vocal spell,
You
so
see, Witcher.
she can't talk. She can't cast anything that requires a vocal component or voice component. Otherwise, yeah, STFU.
Damn, that is
Quick,
clever,
fight for some legs.
Latham. Okay, all right. It is the three-tailed lady's turn. She is going to take the disengage action from Gary. And I need to try to make the strength save to get out of entangle.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Well, that did not work, so she gets entangled in the
Yeah.
cone of silence.
So she's
times have
delightfully
turned,
walking away, and I don't
bitch.
hear it. Such niceness.
After taking a fucking disengage action. All right. Let's see. Does she have any bonus actions? I doubt it. Nope. Nope. But as she still has one merfolk left, she hisses out and
Nope.
save! Oh no, she
Nope.
can't. She can't. She can't. God damn it. She tries. She fucking tries with a save me. And Gary, you see that mouth open far too wide and rows of yellow gangrenous teeth, gums that are just brackish,
Can
and
I
almost
stab her
a
in the face now?
serpentine tongue. What was that?
Can I stab her in the face now?
Nope. Not your turn yet. It is now the Sahagan's turn. It has
Come at me, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that evens or odds. Evens it's you, odds it's Gary. Because it really likes stabbing Gary. Okay. Alright, so it's you, Lestrin.
Yes.
It's coming up. And it has advantage because you've been hit. Doesn't matter, still missed. Really? Oh my god, this dice is going in fucking jail. It was like 3, 5, 1, 2. Wow.
Welcome to the
Thanks,
club,
nice.
man. I like my entire night right there.
Yeah, so the Sahagan just like doesn't do the smart thing and go for Gary and instead charges for Lestrin, thinking that it's just gonna shish kebab Lestrin, and it just entirely misses the first thrust with its spear, and then it basically just splashes some salt water on your beard with the second try. It's pathetic. Speaking of which, Lestrin, it's your turn.
Excellent. I look down at the water and go like, bitch. I'm gonna smoosh him.
Okay.
Whoops. Oh no, get back here.
Everyone's dice are running away tonight.
Yeah.
Yep. 20. Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
You're screwed.
Okay, roll damage. I doubt it's going to survive, but I want to know how much.
21 damage.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no. How do you want to eviscerate it?
Oh, same way, hot dog style.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, well, Lesterin, the master sandwich crafter,
Oh no.
takes the great sword and just crunch right through it. And with how clean the cut is this time, the body just splits in half and then falls in two different directions, with the right half falling backwards and the left half falling forwards, splashing into the water. Anything else from you, Lestrin?
Oh, I'm going to try to get as close to the entanglement spell as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right on the edge there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a stomp. See aura once more.
All right. Okay. You and Lolly will need to make the dexterity saving throw as well.
Oh, that I'm fine.
Do I make it now?
I have advantage.
Yeah, you make it now because the storm bolt is coming. So,
Ah,
and you're in the
16.
water.
I know. Dex.
Sorry, Lolly.
Yeah,
14.
dexterity save. That's what the DC you need. So you take half.
Okay.
The sea hag is taking half.
How much am I
8.
taking? 8.
So no, you take 4, and then the sea hag gets 8 or half, Bob.
Half.
Okay, then 4.
But on that note, Lestrin, how do you want to do this with your lightning bolt?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no. Make the lightning go straight up her foot and catch her hair on fire.
All right. That is what
Melts her
happens.
face.
Gary, I need a wisdom saving throw from you really quick.
15.
Oh no.
You're fine. It's just she's so utterly hideous, and it finally comes to you because previously this place had been having some effects on her, and Kimmy's magic when she was under guiding bolt had her body radiant, and then when you were prone, you weren't looking directly at her, so I wasn't making you affected by it, but in the meantime, she is horrific. And Lesterin's little Frankenstein lightning treatment of her does not enhance the image, but her hair, those wisps light on fire. The fire burns into her skull. Her mouth retches back and she screams in silence.
Don't have to hear it. Don't have to hear it.
Don't have to hear a thing. Her prayers or whatever words she mouths fade with her body as it falls into the ocean and breaks apart
Yay.
into thousands of tiny sea crabs.
Can my little swimming manta ray kind of try and purify those crabs?
Yeah, the manta ray floats over them, through them, and burns them away before they can escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that, the three-tailed lady is no more.
Woohoo.
Kimmy looks around and just, is everyone okay?
Yes. Are you okay?
I'm fine. That thing was so strong.
Nah, it wasn't that bad. I took a nap halfway through.
I need a nap.
I think we all do.
I need a drink.
Yeah,
What's the
that
drink?
too.
We all do.
She kind of holds her head for a second and just, oh man. All right. Well, let's, I should be able to reestablish the energies of this shrine safely now without that thing.
Okay. Next time something dangerous like that is coming, you ask for help.
She just kind of looks and just, I had no idea it would. I thought she was just going to send a few Sahagan or something, and then, oh, wow. I'm glad you were here. Thank you, Lolly. She gives you a big old hug.
Aw, thanks.
Well, not a big old hug, because she's a halfling, but, you know. A
But
pint
think
size hug.
Gary and Lester and jeez. And Latham. So much coolness.
I'm still sitting there, like swords loosely held in each hand, dripping blood
bleeding,
from
yeah.
like several wounds.
Yeah, because Gary was, that Sahagan was trying to shish kebab him and succeeding somewhat. So,
Gary, I'm gonna run over to him and cast Cure Wounds. So get some D8s back. So take 13 points back.
I actually have full hit points.
So that gives
I
me
said,
2 max. So.
Oh, yeah, no, I know you said Gary.
Oh.
I think it's funny that we just went through that whole battle and I have full hit points.
yeah, because I rolled like crap every time I was trying to hit you. You were the only one I could not hit with awful effects in that fight.
oh,
The rest of
it was
everyone
bad.
else, aside from you and Kimmy, was like, wow, this is like, hags don't play nice. So again, I was gonna cast Hold Person on Gary and make you all watch that Sahagan just critically shish kebab him every round until someone did something about it. But Gary made his save.
Oh, Kimmy had something if that happened.
I wanted to cast that silence or that gag order so much sooner. Like, nope. We're just gonna run in circles like crazy for a while.
That was good timing, though. Good
Oh
timing.
man, yeah, because she was trying to get away.
She was pissed.
I was thinking of casting the truth version of it that Kimmy had, but I don't think that would have been as effective as your
That
version.
would do possibly less than nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh gosh.
yeah. I didn't think it would be as effective, so guiding bolt it was.
yep. Yeah, sorry. I tried to leave those spells in there just to be like, okay, well, you guys are going to have a little bit of NPC support, and Kimmy can be like heel stick on this battle also, just in case, because
Molly
all
gets
you were.
slapped and injured. And
Oh yeah. Kimmy
Heal
has.
stick, yeah, she does 52 damage.
She
my
had
God.
tons of heals though. She not only did she have tons of heals, but she has a healing staff.
52 damage. How
Well, when you roll a crit on guiding bolt, I'm gonna give it to you.
I rolled a crit on
how did
guiding
the
bolt.
hag survive that?
Because the hag sacrificed one of the merfolk to absorb 20 damage.
Ew.
So the bitchy part, like, I always try to do this for bosses that have legendary actions, is that, like, if you guys can, like, figure out how they're using them, you can slowly shut them down. And so for her, it was the 3 tails were giving her 3 legendary actions she could take. And so every time you killed one, she had less legendary actions to take. And then she could also sacrifice one to shed some damage, like with that 52 fucking points of damage. I was like, nope, sacking a tail right there.
She could have done that again. I should have probably done it again. Like, oh well, instead of entangle, she would have been toast.
Oh man.
Oh well. It was a great fight, y'all.
It was fun.
That was great.
Can we have a nap now?
Yeah, I think a nap is in order.
I
I don't
agree.
usually
I'm
ask
gonna
for
go
nap
back
time.
to the dingy bird.
Yeah.
Yotis
Unless
is
there's a bed facility here.
Kimmy
Are
just
you
kind
gonna
of
be
looks.
okay, Kimmy?
Yes, I'll be fine.
Also, they broke a tank upstairs. You should get somebody to fix that.
They broke a tank?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. They had a little imp thing to it.
Roll deception.
I mean, it's a part truth. I love you. 11.
What did you? She just
11?
kind of stares at you and just, are you trying to cover for one of your fellow people?
Yes.
I'll hold up Astra and point at it with odium.
It really was an imp, though.
Her familia was inside, so I killed it.
It's all right. I'll find someone with a mending cantrip and try to fix the aquarium and check on the fish.
Oh, they're dead.
The fish were fine last I checked.
Oh, they're super dead.
The ones that the closet didn't eat.
They were like screaming in Aqua.
Kimmy just has this really tired look on her face, which is like, okay, I don't have beds here for other people, and even I normally don't stay in the temple at night, but I need to fix this place and I need to be alone to do it. So please, I am so sorry to sound ungrateful, but please take your leave for now. Come back and see me tomorrow, and I will reward you as the champions that you are.
Oh, no reward necessary. I just hug her again and go boinging up the stairs.
I'm going up
After
the stairs.
Lolly
I'm going to
goes-
yell, "Thanks, Kimmy!"
After Lolly hugs her and leaves, she kind of turns towards Gary and just, by the way, if the town guard are mobilizing or anything, tell them that everything is fine now. But they may want to double the patrol around the ocean side.
I'll take care of it. Call on me if you need anything.
Well, yeah, now I know how effective you guys are.
That's what friends are for, huh?
You invested in the right crew.
I am very happy with the investments that we have made. And she kind of gives Latham that knowing smile.
The sea flaps in the background just flashing around still.
Yeah, the
It's
shape
gonna be like that
water
for
is
an hour.
just chasing anything it detects as possible crab, just trying to radiate it out.
I'll
So,
stow my
with
weapon.
that-
After I've cleaned off, the worst of the blood, I sheath my weapons and just kind of trudge upstairs.
Oh man, it's covered in like salt water and blood. You've got
Yeah,
to
I have
hold
to
that thing
do a
better.
proper clean.
She does kind of
blood.
look at you, Gary, and just, do you need healing? Do you want healing?
No, I'm. The wounds have been repaired. This is just exhaustion.
Okay. Well, let me know if I can do anything to help.
To you.
With that, let's bounce back to the city map.
Woo!
Yay, city
To the
map.
dingy bird.
The dingiest of birds. Oh, speaking of dingy bird, where's my bird?
Crackers? I assume
Chuggers.
Crackers was with you.
Crackers
Oh,
is with
Chuggers
me.
is on
Chuggers
top
is-
of the... Chuggers is outside of the Vault of the Kai.
Oh, Father Mucker! I just realized I could have cast spells through Crackers. All right, I gotta remember that.
So, it is early evening, just approximately 4 bells now. Gary, on the way back to the Vault of the Kai, you do manage to smooth things over with the Tricorns who were mobilizing. The temple appears to go back to normal relatively quickly, aside from the fact that they are looking everywhere for someone with the mending spell. It takes them more than a few minutes to find someone who can go up and work on the glass. Approximately 8 inches of water has drained from the aquarium. There's just... whoosh, whoosh.
I'm also going to give the Tricorns the exact location of the Sea Witch's cave, so that they can send somebody to do a proper clear out purification.
Warn them of the mimic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, I never saw it.
I know,
I
right?
told you about it.
Jyotis did manage to tell everyone about it because he was like, "Yeah, me and Latham almost got eaten by a mimic. I got us some money, guys."
Good times.
So,
Make good
Jyotis,
choices.
you having just gone through all of the information that had been left to you and
Help
having that final relief of the fact that Wind Reaver seems to be leaving you alone, aside from the fact that you still have the feather, but your leg is now back to normal, and you feel a lot less eldritch inclined.
Right. Also, like when everybody arrives at the Dingy Bird, you find Jyotis like fiddling with the sending stone that he has, and he's like tapping it. Like, I know this thing works.
When I step inside and see him playing with it, I'll pick up mine and say into it, "Turn around and look at that door."
I knew it. I knew it worked.
hung up on me.
And as you look over at everybody, you know, it's just like Barry has holes in his armor and tries to
What the hell happened, guys? What the hell? What did I miss?
so
Everything, apparently.
Apparently.
Just a day at church. It's fine.
Oh, well, church, whatever.
Fairness, it's as to
Yes. Master
may
Garret,
I have
will...
2 bowls of it?
Yes. Immediately.
Thank you.
Gets back to the kitchen.
I'm just
I'll
gonna
take 2
flop
as
onto a
well.
table chair. Just
Yeah,
flop
no,
into a
if
chair.
Fairness just starts bringing out food after food after food. He's bringing out breads and stews
Oh,
and
gosh, thank you.
That must have been some ritual to save Latham.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it was crazy.
Oh gosh. Oh, I forgot that's what we went there for in the first place.
And the UNT, how did they fare?
They're
2
good.
of
2
them.
out of 3. 2 out of 3 are alive.
That's
Not
better
necessarily
than
well.
average, right?
Yeah, more than half.
More than I expected.
2/3 success rate.
So after we got Latham cured, we were going to leave, and the hag's minion showed up, and we attacked him.
Oh, the little
But
goblin
we-
thing or demon
the
thing?
imp?
Or whatever?
The imp thingy. Yeah. Didn't we? He ran away? He ran away?
No,
yeah, he
Gary
first
smushed
appeared at the
it.
bottom of the stairs, and
Oh,
then
and then
Gary
Gary got
killed it in the aquarium.
Okay.
And
So
now
Gary
she
got it.
can't summon it back because she's fucking dead.
Wait, she
So,
showed
yeah.
up? She showed up?
Yeah, but
Yeah, she was
dead
trying
now.
to take over the Vault of the Kai,
Oh, man.
and she melted.
Well, I'm glad you guys were able to hand her. I'm sorry I wasn't there to help.
I wouldn't feel too terribly bad about it.
In fairness,
mean-
we did tell you that if you went there before a certain time, you would die.
I know, you warned me. Maybe one day I'll meet them. Hopefully.
Yeah, and they won't kill you on sight.
Good news, guys. And he pulls up his pant leg.
Ah! Oh god! Oh.
The one with
leg,
the
okay.
just the leg. And y'all see that his leg is back to normal.
I kind of liked the gooey one.
I really didn't. Also good news, more good news. But I see you all have had a day, so maybe we can go over it later or in the morning.
Just a little
I would
nap.
appreciate it.
I'm listening while I'm eating.
Okay. Well, remember them notes and things we found in the smuggling cave in the one closet? Well, I finally investigated what they're all about, and turns out there were some ledgers and things for smugglers, various, money exchanges, whatever. And there was 170 silver in there and 90 gold. And we got some cool potions, an invulnerability potion and a speed potion. But the interesting thing was that the smuggling was being done to the Dajani. The Dajani were getting the forbidden fruit. The star fruit. And I have an unmarked location on the easternmost crag south of Summerbella.
Do you have, like, Like, what is it, Latham? Certificate of Authenticity? Oh, Latham's dropping off to reset his phone. Sorry.
Oh shoot!
I'm going to double down on you. You have evidence of this? Is there a record?
Yeah, we have the papers from the. This was in the papers that we took from that closet.
I think that we should make an official copy of this and send it to Gildestrand.
Or we
Yeah.
could give it to Agnes. Wait, is it Agnes or Agatha?
It was Agatha all along.
It was Agatha all along, the one we keep borrowing the prison wagon from.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean,
But I imagine that Gildestrand would take a dim view of that.
I would assume so, but they are the ones that made it illegal in the first place, are they not?
Yes. So if they are the ones receiving, oh, that's true.
I guess that's how you corner the market
Right.
early.
Right. And I don't know if we have any proof on who's like actually. I just know that it's being shipped to the Johnny. I don't know if there was a specific mention of any captains or commodores that were receiving it. But we do have a possible meeting location, so we could maybe investigate.
Worth checking out, especially if we can get more evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because evidence is a wonderful tool to make people who are not very nice pay for their actions, yes?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was the thing I sent you on the stone, by the way, Gary.
Oh, I heard the message, but I was kind of busy.
Clearly. Sorry if I interrupted.
Yeah, this whole party looks like they played through Dragon Age Origins. That's what they look like. Like
they're soaking wet. They're still dripping. Like
right.
Yeah. Well, rest up.
As long as I don't have to get lit on fire again, I'll be happy.
I will do my best not to set you on fire, though I do have to warn you. There's potentially, some dangerous stuff when we build our little rowboat that's not a rowboat.
Well,
You have fun playing with your dinghy.
you be careful with that. I'll step back.
Yeah. Yeah. I might make myself a blast plate. And you could stand far away so we don't singe your beard less.
Mm-hmm. This is precious right here. I'm gesturing to my face.
Absolutely.
It's been well curated over the last 60 years.
It's you should be proud.
Wait, who's
I am.
oldest? Like
Clearly
in
he
terms of
is.
awake years, because I don't think I count.
I'm
who's in
66.
You're
chargiest?
probably the youngest, Lolly.
Who's in chargiest?
Well, I don't think I'm in charge yet, but I think in terms of awake years, I might be the oldest.
I think maybe we should judge by the most mature, and
Longest.
that's either
tenured.
Latham or Gary.
Agreed.
Because this isn't me.
I'm not taking part of this conversation.
All right, clearly it's Gary then.
I'm taking my mug my mug of ale that came with my dinner, and I'm going to be like ranting about maturity as I meander up the stairs to go to bed.
Wally's just kind of staring blankly at Jyotis and
We're-
eating her cake.
I think
We're eating dinner at the bar and going to bed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's
been a
raining.
day.
4:00 in the afternoon, but it's
Time for a nightcap.
Exactly. We're gonna sleep till like the next day.
Right. No, you guys had a hell of a day. It was like, yeah,
Holy
we're going to
moly.
establish a 2G network.
Oh,
15 quests later.
I'm out of rage charges, so like we're not doing anything else today.
I have no spells left.
Latham is out of Fuck. Spell slots to give?
I
We got
just need a
spell
short
slots to
rest.
give.
I'm good.
I used my action surge. I'm out of. I have one spell slot left that I was holding just in case I needed to. You cast shield. Just-
Do any of you need anything mended? Is anything busted up real bad?
yes.
Gary's
Yeah,
chest.
Yeah, Gary's armor looks a little worse for the wear because
Actually, how much money did you say you found?
90 gold, 170 silver. Oh, also
Can I
Latham, what
borrow
do we
enough of
need
that to buy some new armor?
Okay.
Can I
What was
have
that?
some to buy more canvas?
I was just saying, what do we need to take out for taxes?
I mean, did we ship anything? Did we buy and sell anything? No.
This is-
Like,
this
we were
is-
on the contract.
This is loot that we got from a cavern.
It's only been 1 day since you bought all the canvas, since you canvassed the area.
Oh,
And
that's
again,
true.
it's not loot. It's if we are under, like, if we buy and sell goods, buy one place, sell in another, like, then we have to take care of manifest stuff.
Yeah, we gotta
Gotcha.
do our accounting.
But if you like find the gold coin on a beach,
Then
that's
we just
yours.
divvy it out as
That's-
appropriate.
Tax free, right?
Gotcha.
You can do
But
a
that's not under any capital gains.
Is it income if that's your job? I don't.
too real.
I forgot to carry over column 24C.
Oh no.
The real D&D sheet
Right.
of the
Right.
modern
It's
world
like math.
is your
Prepare for
The
the real
IRL.
BBEG.
Latham, what is the appropriate spell for a cease and desist order?
ooh
Banishment.
for a cease and desist. I mean, silence is a pretty good one. I mean, if you need me to write up something, I can certainly write something up, legitimate or otherwise. It might take a little bit longer for the latter.
I'm just curious in case the future holds some need.
Oh yeah, Latham, while you were resetting, Jyotis told everyone how he found evidence that the Dejani were the ones buying the Grail Star fruits that were illegal, and basically found hard evidence documented in a journal.
Yeah, interesting. So we have two ways of going about that. Either we go full public or we like back channel.
Blackmail.
I provide insurance that we won't go public.
That's
For
an
now,
interesting-
I think we should consolidate and find more evidence, especially because there might be a location that we can find their meeting place and see who has the grubby little mitts in this dirty little pie. But
Agreed.
once we
All
have
right, so it
then
sounds like we need to add a bit more to our informational position here. Okay,
Yep.
So you're
And-
still in discovery.
we're still in discovery.
We are still in this.
we need to find someone to depose.
Yes. We have their location. And we happen to know who was doing the smuggling, so maybe we could, go back and talk to Olathane and set something up so that she's on the know and she doesn't get caught up in it. What do you think of that?
Warn who you feel you can trust, but don't spread the information around too lightly.
Absolutely.
Be careful where you talk about it.
Exactly.
Fairness
Well-
just looks around and just, well, you know that here is a safe place so long as
Fairness is here.
it's not busy.
Kill him.
Yeah.
The bar is clearly empty at this point because most of the sailors are not yet back.
Jyotis just throws this on the counter to show you all so that you all know.
Okay.
Somewhere around yonder. Here.
Wally just blinks at it. I need 9 eyes. Also, cease and desist would be the coolest spell.
I agree. That's why I asked. So very useful.
I
I mean,
I still love the channeling Jim Carrey for the silence. That oh
Yeah.
man.
I can't lie.
For the better part of the evening, I've been going through various Jim Carrey gifts,
I
so
see that. Yeah.
you may get more.
Somebody's on a kick.
just because I said cease and desist, I think I might have mentioned this before, but there was a children's TV show that was broadcast in Chile, and one of the it's a bunch of puppets similar to their version of Sesame Street, and one of the things is it's a little song called Baile sin cesar, which means dance without ceasing or dance without stopping. And everybody's in there dancing, and then there's this puppet with a shirt that says Cesar. Like his name is Caesar, like looking on sadly.
Oh, that's so sad.
They eventually let him dance with, they eventually invite him to, dance with them. But it was adorable and funny.
So
I'll find the clip before the end of the game.
Did you know that each kind of like continent and nation has their own version of Big Bird in their localized Sesame Street?
I did know that.
And
I
did
did
you
not.
know that Lolly is the Astral Seas localized version?
Oh my.
Lessons with Lolly.
That explains
is
so
lovely.
much. That explains so much.
No, like in like Paraguay, they have a parrot or something, and then like a couple of them have sloths or something weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's their version, and it's more
It's their version,
localized.
yeah.
Yeah. Or they'll have different settings because not everybody has like urban New York. Like that's not everybody's background.
There's a 7-foot canary in urban New York.
Right. That seems about right, though.
Really?
Have you seen the rats there?
Yeah, I've only ever been to the New York airport.
Which one? LaGuardia? Oh,
I think I went through JFK, but I was only in the airport for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
So, night goes by uneventfully.
Hooray!
You all get a great night's rest. You feel infinitely better.
Oh, thank God.
Yay.
Long
Hooray.
rest, come to mama.
Long rest. I want a long rest.
Yeah, you want to know the really nasty effect of that algae, Brit?
It's in my lungs and it takes over my brain, so now I'm a zombie.
Well, if you would have died, it would have.
Ah, no.
Cammy was waiting to pull out, destroy undead too, if that happened, but thankfully.
Yeah, no, originally it was going to basically put the Sahagan back together if they had died in one whole piece. But the spike trap, man, that was clutch. I completely spaced that, but goddamn, that was well done.
I'm so glad you gave me the opportunity to look at Kimmy's sheet long enough, because I was like, oh, spells. What did she got?
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm going to try to mostly lean support, but this is the background that I went with her, and I wanted it to not be a like, oh, well, Jyotis can't, or like Ship can't participate in this at all. Like, that would seem a little unfair.
Well, thanks for letting me play Kimmy. I just loved the idea, though, that during the middle of this, that I was going to have Jyotis just be like, hey, guys.
Guys, I found all that stuff.
I found some
Like,
things.
Not now.
No, stop.
Or
Great.
the
Go away.
equivalent of message received.
Yeah.
See at 11:45.
Right.
Didn't even get that, so he's like, I know this thing works, I know it works.
All right, y'all. I have to use the restroom, so let's take a 15-minute break. I'll see everyone back at 10:15.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Okie dokie.
And with the Fidelio.
3, 2, 1. Fidelio.
And we're back. So, it's the start of the new day. None of you had Warlock dreams last night, which for one of you is a little sad, and then for the
Aw.
other of you is not as sad.
It's kind of happy.
Who's to say who's who?
Mm-hmm.
But the morning is bright, the sun is out, it's a relatively cloudless day, feels like it's going to be warm today. Beyond that, the day is yours. What would you like to do?
Well,
I'm gonna go buy some new armor, provided that, I actually have the money to do so.
I'm totally okay with giving Garrett the money that we found in the chest because, he saved all of us.
Latham is going to go to the baker's district, buy himself a delightful little treat, like a apple turnover or something. Also a bag of flour.
Make sure it's fine grained.
I'm warning you right now.
He smiles eating his apple turnover.
Okay, if there's bakeries going on, I am so there.
Me too.
I mean, there's not as many, because Raisha was so small, it was easy to find the Snap Apple Bakery, but there are a couple of bakeries.
I miss those. They're
Big
delightful.
Yeah,
Indeed.
there are a few big treats. Still, this is a major city, so it's relatively easy to just kind of follow your nose in the morning and find something.
It always knows.
I'll tag along with Garrett if he doesn't mind, unless he doesn't want company.
The company is fine.
I'll go with Gary.
I think
All
I'll
right, so
do
it sounds
something
like
with
we
a
have
different-
Latham and Lolly hanging out,
Woohoo!
which this ought to be interesting, and then the three amigos. So, let's begin with the three amigos. Gary, you having frequently visited this town and becoming a temporary denizen, at least at one point, would have a pretty good idea of where to go to get armor, somewhere in the Pearl District.
Yep. Where I'm
Yeah.
headed then.
Alrighty then. So, let me get my notes.
My notes. Atlanta.
Woo.
Anus is bleeding.
Oh god.
No. Let me just end that run real quick before that gets started.
For the love of God and all that is holy.
Unless like a whole new set of anuses that I will provide.
In your forehead.
No. Love holes go anywhere. All right. So, Gary, as you kind of bounce around a little bit trying to find armorers, you do find that leather worker that you had worked with way, way earlier, who has helped you make the sheath, he is probably your best bet.
Go see them.
As he runs a relatively simple operation, it's mostly outdoors where he can show his goods. Middle-aged gentleman, very, very curly hair that's kept short on his head. Little bit of a beard coming in on him today. Good, stringy muscle body. He is definitely still in good shape despite being middle-aged. And as you walk up to him, he just, I've not seen you in some time. Thought you'd sailed off to find your destiny.
Kind of. Recently came back.
Well, welcome back, my friend. What can I get you?
I'll hold up my my old leathers. I seem to have met with an accident.
Yes, that is the kind of accident that would get most people killed.
I'm looking for possibly an upgrade.
He looks through. And, I have mundane armors that are well made. I have some made with boar leather. Others, I got some fine cow leather out of New Alkin recently. And beyond that, we have gator leather from Raisha.
Something of high quality, something that will make sure this doesn't quite happen again. Or I'd even go for something a bit heavier, maybe a studded version.
Wait, the gator leather wouldn't happen to be albino, would it?
I was going to ask that actually.
Well, it's Gary.
That could
It
be
can't
really
be
fun.
albino. It'd have to be beige.
No, like, did they, like, get our gator that we sent?
That'd be just.
No, this is just regular gator armor. But
Okay.
when you say studded, he gives you a look and just, all right. Not many people wear studded as far as privateers goes. Tricorns tend to buy up almost anything I make, but I can make you armor.
Light is better. Studded is okay, but I understand that the difficulty swimming.
Well, if you're looking for very high quality armor, as you are a gentleman, the haberdashery tends to have the high tier quality, if you catch my meaning, when it comes to armors and things like that.
I really don't think I'm in the market for anything with enchantments on it. It's a bit
okay.
rich for my blood.
Yes.
Eventually, definitely, but at this point in time, I just need to make sure that I do not get run through over time many times.
Understood. Well then, if I can make a recommendation for studded leather, then I would go with a ram leather. The rams have a good skin texture, and the bolts take well to it, and it does not easily tear.
For me, I
Very
trust
good.
your judgment.
I take your measurements. I have it ready for you. Oh. He kind of looks around. He's like, it's been slow. I have it ready for you tomorrow.
What will be the cost?
Yeah, let's
Partial payment up front?
give me 1 second to look up. Because money makes the world go round. Let's see. Materials cost. It would be 12 gold. 10 gold base price, 2% overhead for tribute.
I'll just pay it up front.
Oh, thank you. I will have it ready tomorrow for you.
Wonderful.
Oh, wow, I misquoted. Studded leather is normally 45.
Woo!
He will give it to you for 12 gold because I badly misquoted. And you are basically a town hero, so you get a discount.
Then I'll pay him at least 20.
Okay.
Get
I'm not
Red's
going to take the loot
discount.
from the guy.
He gives you a deep bow and just, I will have it ready for you in the morning. Studded leather armor.
Very well. I appreciate it.
You are welcome. Gives you kind of a bow. Latham and Lolly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Let's go get some tasty things.
yeah, after
Yay!
looking around, Lolly, you remember a bungalow that you guys once stopped at when the town was new and fresh to you, and everyone else had met at Munder and Difflin.
Uh-huh.
And
Lolly, Do you know where some good treats are? Because I got a sweet tooth.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe something a little spicy.
I go this way. Boing, boing, boing.
So over near the Aquans district, like just between the edge of the Pearl and Aquans district, is a place called Bembe's Bungalow. And it's an outdoor bar, but directly next to it is, in fact, some street vendors selling some sweetbread treats and a little bit of candies.
Yeah.
There is one halfling merchant who's trying to dish out some halfling candies as well.
Yes,
But
absolutely. I will buy those. For candy.
Some spicy candies too. I'll take some of those.
Yeah, they would have some chili pepper candies. Basically, it is. It's one of those things that when you're kind of looking it over, the merchant looks at you and just, oh, don't worry, brother. These are made with a little bit of spice and a little bit of sweet. Very good treat. First we deseed them, then we boil them, then we sugar them, then we put the seeds and mash the seeds into a fine liquid, and then we coat it and bake it again. That way you get the spice, the sweet, the spice, and the sweet.
He called you brother. Is this your brother? It's so nice to meet you, Latham's brother.
No, is the language saying.
Oh.
We call everyone brother.
Oh.
Hey, brother.
Unless
Him
you're
has
family,
us.
and then your cousin.
What? That seems farther removed.
Don't worry, sister.
I'm so worried.
Congrats. He's now your brother, that sister.
Oh, okay, cool.
I hope that's not too confusing.
Love you, brother. Hug.
He gives the awkward, like, pat, hug back, and like, you're very comfortable.
I thank you. Have you seen this girl?
Nope.
Okay.
And he kind of takes a step back with the magic thing, because he's like, nope. I don't do that magic.
What?
Sorry, sister.
Why are they so against magic here? Magic's awesome. All right. I would like to buy all of the halfling treats.
There would be. Let's go with a total of 5 gold would get you 5 pounds of candy.
Yes.
Latham, for 2 silver, you can get a 12-pack of those peppers that are the sweet and spicy.
Nom nom, I'll take those. Oh, by the way, do you have any flour?
He kind of looks at you and just, what kind specifically?
Fine grain, so I hear.
Fine grain. I have some flour. You know.
I'll grab that from you as well.
Kind of gives you the look, and he's like, you know, this is normally the stuff that is somewhat risky to store, right?
Oh, I'm sure. By the way,
Gosh, on the side.
I'm trying everything not to go off and find, like, shaved down iron as well.
Right.
Let's see, what else isn't there, right?
No.
All right, Lolly, when you are ready and you've had your goods, I'd like to stop on by the Vault of the Kai and check up on our good friends.
Yeah.
So maybe get some of those candies for.
Yeah, I got it.
So
I need to check.
Latham, you get 5 pounds of flour for a total of 1 silver.
And some candies.
Yep, and some candies.
All right, shall we go check up on Kimmy? Make sure she's doing okay?
At one point, I'm going to stop by the Storm Chasers too, if that's okay.
It seems reasonable. I'm okay with that. Let's go.
Woohoo! Boing, boing, boing.
All right, so 2 of you reach the temple, the Vault of the Kai. Things are the guard duty has been doubled today. And initially, it looks like they're letting in only a couple of people at a time into the temple, whereas normally this was open, come as you are, come and go. It is now relatively sectioned off until a couple of the tricorns that were here yesterday see the two of you and just, oh, no, you two can go in. You two can go in.
Oh, yay. Thank you. Because we're like heroes.
I mean, we also did bring said baddie in, but let's not mention that, but still. we saved it only after we may have lit the fire, so...
I mean,
as you guys walk through the upper floor, you see multiple individuals with mops cleaning up water. And the aquarium has been fixed, aside from the fact that it's still not quite as full as it used to be. There's still like a 3-inch gap of air on it right now.
I fish, sorry.
But outside of everyone just mopping the floor, it looks relatively unharmed. As you guys reach the staircase, there is one of the accountants and priests standing in the way, but when they see it's you, both of them get out of the way almost instantly and just, yes, Kimmy is attending morning ritual. You may go see her.
Yay. Thank you.
Downstairs, Kimmy and this temple look like they haven't slept. Because the area, there's almost like a buzzing static in the air that both of you can feel with your acclamations to magic, where it feels like it's been purified. There's no more of that oily, rancid grease smell, but there's still a charge, almost like it's cleaning, and a little bit of elemental exhaustion. The waves roll up with almost a dull pattern instead of the normal gentle curvature. It's somewhat sleepy.
Aww.
Kimmy herself is currently seated, halfway submerged in the pool that she had used to treat Latham earlier, and is just quietly whispering. But you can see there are large bags under her eyes, almost like she's been up the entire time.
Kim, have you slept at all?
She opens one eye. Just, well, there's two of you, so maybe? Purifying the temple took a while. She just slowly wades out to the edge, pulls herself up, and then takes a seat. Thanks for coming to the rescue yesterday.
I hand her some of the halfling candy. Like a
She,
pound of it, which is a ton.
Yeah, no, and she immediately brightens up a little. There's still bags under her eyes, but you can see that little return of energy of like, oh, thanks, Lolly. Sits down, starts eating some, immediately searching for like a coconut piece. Grabs it and just takes a bite out of it.
All the coconut pieces because that's the worst flavor.
She's like, you don't know what you're missing, Lolly.
That plus rum is tasty.
No,
yes. Oh my God.
That's why we work as friends. You take all the coconut pieces, and I'll take all like the almond pieces.
She just gives a slow nod.
Vanilla. Are there any vanilla creams in there? Tradesies.
Oh yeah. Halflings are very good at having vanilla beans. It's one of the spices we specialize in that they can't grow worth shit out here.
Amazing. All right, I will trade you all the coconuts for all the vanillas.
Done in. I apologize for my demeanor, but how can I help?
I'm just here to check up on you. See if you're alright after that bit of unrest. Apologies for the for the nuisance, and thank you for the help and for myself and for others.
Oh my gosh, right?
Oh, no, it's no problem. It's our job. I had to clean the temple of that energy, otherwise it would have muted and possibly could interfere even more with our...
Did the flap help any?
Oh, the flap definitely helped.
Okay, good.
In my words of encouragement, I'm going to intertwine with them, basically a bardic inspiration, so that she can continue her work to cleanse the temple.
Thank you. Most of the rituals, the major and important ones to reestablish the wards and protections on the temple are good. I fixed most of them overnight, but it's still... Whatever that lady did, it had almost a permanence of effect, and it was so quick, too.
You know, she was acting alone, or was she sent by someone? What were you able to determine from your detection and investigation into the magic used?
Well, based off of some religious research that I sent a couple of acolytes on, we figure that she is an avid Dagon worshipper, and the Sahagan that she had used, being undead, indicated that it's not the Sahagan themselves, but rather that she was picking them off and adding them to her ranks.
Oh.
With the merfolk that were attached to her, it seems almost like she was a hag as part of a coven, or maybe that she took a coven and sewed their magic into herself to make her more powerful. Difficult to say, but she was definitely related to that which lurks below all. And its influence was strong, so much stronger than it should have been.
I take out the silver seashell necklace that I got from the mer people a long time ago and just be like, these guys said that there was like a deep lurkers or something, and that they were being compelled to do bad things. The merfolk. Is there any way that... Is it the same?
It wouldn't be surprising. All of the sea tribes of people are different in different ways. Sahagan, for their own right, tend to be brutish, almost like barracuda, and sharks, whereas the merfolk tend to be very individualistic. You'll find one tribe that's perfectly peaceful and one that is ravenous and prefers piracy. As for some of the other races, the Chol are crustacean folk, but very difficult to communicate with, and most best kept at a distance because communication being so hard, they will view you as a threat to their survival and most likely attack. They seem to have base intelligence, but difficult to say. When it comes to deep ones or deep lurkers, lots of stories about, well, Korka for one, but I've never seen any of them. Mostly because I've lived a relatively sheltered life.
Will you be able to repair the temple all right?
I think so. Again, the most important wards I was able to reestablish. It's just...
Good.
The stunning part of it was the speed of the strike. It was almost like it had been planned, like just a perfect conjunction of events. And her familiar was able to hide itself because all I could sense was the energy from the curses. but the familiar shouldn't have been able to cross our threshold. I don't understand.
Unfortunately, as you become more powerful, and you have in some ways in the realm, others will start to target you. I'm not too surprised, unfortunately. The two that you were able to save, do you know where they went off to?
Officially speaking, they are to be tried. The Tricorns have decreed that both of them were spotted serving with the attack on the Alabaster Lighthouse. They are being given a chance to work off their debt. Alarisamal does not have a death penalty, so...
Oh, that's good.
We may yet... Would they be able to work off a debt in our service?
That's a good idea.
She kind of cocks her head at you and just... Difficult to say, but you could always ask Agatha, as the local magistrate leader of the Tricorns, and in addition, she's in charge of prisoner transport. Most likely, either her or the captain of the quarry would be able to grant you that right.
They had excellent legal representation.
Well, it's a matter of paperwork, but still. Let me talk it over with my associates to make sure that we have need of them just yet, but I imagine we would with given the recent organization we've set up with your help. So thank you for that. But unfortunately, we may need some labor effort, and if they are to work off their debt, then we may have need of them.
Well, I hope that you show them a better life than what they were living, at least. But the fact that they were spared means that there is the potential for good in them.
I like to believe that.
Well, I'm going to chat with HR.
I know that you're very, very tired, so you don't have to say yes. You can think about it a little bit. But when you said that you could possibly help us out, like, monies-wise,
yes?
We have a really cool business going. I kind of wanted to know if we could help use you to buy up all the canvas that comes through the port, except if the Tajani are selling it.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Because she's tired. And
Can
we're
I
still
help?
friends.
Yep. You brought her candy and she's tired, so it's persuasion with
Natural
advantage.
20. And
Ooh.
to add more to it, +4.
She gives a very slow nod and just, I'll leave the details of it, but if that is the boon you request of us, then I see no reason not to. You're a starting guild, you need all the help you can get.
Yeah. And then if you could, kind of, we'll draw up a contract later so that they know to expect it, but if you could also send it to the Weather Guild.
The Storm Chasers?
Storm Chasers, yes.
Yeah, that should be just fine. Of course, with our seal of recognition, we should be able to put the canvas under a virtual monopoly.
Yeah. And that said, anything that you need to cover your costs, just make sure you're selling the canvas at double price, because we have an agreement with the Crimson Tide, or with the Crimson Corsairs. And
the Summer Sun Corsairs?
Yes. Why do I always forget that? They're red. Their flag is red. And we have an agreement with a local goblin tribe that to help them get back on their feet, that they can charge a little bit more for canvas too.
Understood. So basically, you're setting up a way to make a lot of money, or make the Dejani pay a lot of money.
No, who would do that? That would be mean. But
she just kind of looks at you for a second and just like, I am too tired for lies and word games.
Uh-huh.
But you helped save my life and save this temple. So if you are asking for help with establishing your guild, and also being a thorn in the side of the Dejani, I don't care.
Yay. I mean, I'm sorry you're tired, but again, you don't have to say yes right away, and then our lawyer will draw up contracts if he thinks it's good.
Yeah, your lawyer is very good at contracts.
He's so good, right?
She chews off another bite of coconut and just like, by the way, have you considered, I know I'm already in your debt, but I could use some help if you have the time.
Yes, what?
Well, this is specifically for Latham with his legal knowledge. In Trinisbad, one of my acolytes has been arrested and imprisoned. She gets this like little bit of stern reaction on her face, and you see that same side of her that cast that guiding bolt that nearly irradiated.
Hey. Don't shoot the help.
Yeah, no, it's just a momentary look of just, I suspect that someone has set up my acolyte to fall. They're accusing her of heresy and witchcraft. But
empty charges for sure. I mean,
I've known
we use magic, you and I, for day to day. So this is
since
completely...
childhood, and she is the last person that would reach for more power than she needs. I think that someone's making a play at siphoning off the Vault of the Kai on Trinisbad. And I would very much appreciate my acolyte having excellent legal representation. And perhaps the Ocean Speakers Guild would consider it a major benefit if we could prove why someone had targeted our acolyte. Again, I'm not going to make you work pro bono. You should assume. I know that originally you owed me a favor, but then you came and saved my life. So, consider your retainer 250 gold, and I will pay 8 gold per hour of your legal fees.
Reasonable. We may discuss that a little bit further when in payment for the services we'll need for establishing our guild. In the meantime, you say, are they being held and you need them freed, or are they simply being charged and we need the charge dropped?
They're being held, and there's been charges levied against them, but no set court date. In essence, it's not that the law has been suspended, it's just that they're not giving her a trial. So either I'd like her to be released, or to at least have a fair trial.
And she was convicted of witchcraft in a realm in which, or rather, she's been accused, of witchcraft in a realm where magic is legal.
It's not witchcraft. It's what she is accused of worshipping. In essence, there is a relatively small but very weird group that are calling themselves the Cult of the Coil that are working out of Trinisbad, and she was accused of being a part of, if not the head of it.
Okay. How best do we want to play this? Because as all things legal can take a bit of a tangent.
My information coming from Trinisbad is very limited at best, so I would be in your corner on how you think it would be safest to play it, because I am not an expert in this field.
I have it on good authority, and by good authority I mean this document that just suddenly appears that the Cult of the Coil was contracted out by the Dajani themselves. And you being the Vault of the Kai having nothing to do with the Dajani, and therefore your acolyte would not be involved in it. As it is well known that your acolyte and others in the Vault of the Kai do not have much to do with the Dajani. So
she gives you this little giggle and just, I'm supposed to condemn lying, but in the meantime, if it's a lie that frees a person who helps keep a city safe, I am not going to lose as much sleep as I have keeping the temple safe.
Yeah, Latham calls that morally flexible.
She
or just flexible.
Grimaces a little bit while standing up and just, I shouldn't hear that. No.
We'll chat afterwards. At any rate, I'll send this into the clerk immediately. And hopefully that will straighten things up. So
thank you kindly.
That will at least assume it's not in any particular active hearing. At least
Lonely consider that my agents will make sure that the Vault of the Kai is currently buying all canvas in Alarissa Mall.
Thank you.
For the next 30 days.
Remember, Dajani get a special not friends and family discount. 40% more.
I understand that as a new startup guild, you have the absolute right to set your prices, and as saviors of the Temple of the Vault of the Kai, we are recognizing you as allies.
Yay!
She just kind of gives you guys a small, very, very slow bow, because she goes down at normal speed, but she comes back up very slowly. With just concentrated effort on not having fallen asleep while...
No, I catch her. I lift her up.
Oh, thanks.
Do you want some help? Here, let's get you to bed. My prestidigitation her clothes dry too, because that must be comfortable.
I have more work to do. Sorry.
Oh. Can I, wait, I could be you and do all your official business. And I cast Disguise Self so that I look like Kimmy, but I'm, much taller.
A 5 foot tall Kimmy?
Yep.
7.
She
and then
raises an eyebrow.
I'll just make sure everybody stands very far back.
Well, that's sweet. I have to do this. And if I don't, a lot of people are in greater danger. So I appreciate it.
Right.
But you and Mom go have fun.
Okay. But you take care of yourself afterwards, okay?
I promise I'm going to sleep for an entire day after this is done.
Okay, good. And I march out as Kim Kim.
You get a lot of looks. A lot of looks, because people at a distance, like down a hall, will be like, is he done? And then you'll get a little closer and they'll be like, what happened?
Nothing? What? Oh, shoot, I forgot. Sorry. And I drop it.
Yeah, you had a lot of confusion brewing there. A lot of people giving looks, and especially when you disappear and reappear as Lolly, it's like, ah!
Oh, come on. They had to have known that I could do that. I lived there for a while.
Oh, the people who work here are not surprised. The people who are volunteering to help clean up the place, more than a little surprised.
Okay. Are we good, Latham?
think so. Latham's going to craft 2 pieces of script. One of them explaining prior that the Dajani was in their association with the Sorry, I draw a blank on the name of the group that supposedly stole it.
Cult of the Coil.
Cult of the Coil. So, like, they were
CC,
subcontract
you
out.
know?
CC? Cult of the COC?
Yeah.
COCC. COT.
CC, BCC.
Yep.
Corrosion of conformity.
And the second illusionary script being used again. Both these parchments are being sent to the local jailer but the second script being from mid-level magistrate, basically saying like the charges have been dismissed. Go ahead and let them loose based off of the first.
I need 2 forgery checks.
Totally.
Well, he is the lawyer. He would know if this is legal.
Forgery. I mean, forgery's not. I mean,
You have a forger's kit so that you can make it as official as you'd like. And that is typically either intelligence or dexterity. Actually, you know what? I'd allow it to be charisma because it's a force of presence in a letter.
well, so illusionary script comes off 10 days.
That's right. Illusionary script is fun.
Yeah, that's the one I'm using. Parchment paper, imbue with so basically, it's what I want them to see.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
no, it's psychic paper. Oh god. Okay, and you've made 2 of these?
This is the
I made
most Latham
two of them. One of them basically like corroborating the other. So I don't know if that like.
Yeah, I will have you roll a charisma check on this. So
Right.
charisma check plus proficiency modifier.
Just
kind of on a-
straight charisma or persuasion or any other sub.
Let's go with deception, because you're deceiving. Again, you're weaving the magic together to like make someone convinced that they see what they need to see.
So that's gonna be a 16. Not my best,
Okay.
but still solid.
Yeah, no, that is still a solid amount of deception woven into this. So you're pretty confident that it is at least going to be hard to counterprove. So you have your 2 letters.
Again, one's kind of referencing the other, so to bolster it.
Yeah.
So in doing so, should free the acolyte and clear them of charges.
Yep. So while that's going on, Gary, Jyotis, and Lestrin, how's your day going? What are you doing?
Day
I
drinking.
didn't have any plans.
Well-
Day drinking sounds good.
Day drinking that's a delightful plan, especially for a dwarf.
I mean, after Garret was done ordering his armor, Jyotis would tell Garret and Lestrin about the things that Zarbel's making us, so that we should probably go check on her.
Good call.
What?
Go ahead.
Sam went robot again. Sorry,
Yeah.
Sam.
Arigato,
Well, it doesn't
Samo,
matter.
Ribato.
Georgia, eat your dinner.
Kikitsu Hoshimita.
And of course, when Sam has to talk to Georgia, she comes through crystal clear. It's like, yep, and you're back.
So yeah, we should. I mean, you guys are
Eat
welcome
your hamburger.
to tag along to talk to Zarbel, or you can daydream.
Yeah, I'd go to talk to Zarbel.
Yeah, definitely. I like Zarbel. She's fun.
Well,
She
the 3
is-
of you can wind up getting hurricane glasses to go. You know, the ones that hang around your neck, because this is a tourist town,
Oh god.
and it is full of
Works for me.
pineapple, rum, and even more rum. So
Yeah.
Why
Yay.
is a rum garden?
It's all the-
This is high fantasy setting.
yeah.
No.
So by the time the 3 of you, yeah, it's just little hempen cord around, you know.
Quote unquote high fantasy.
Oh man! So I
Cocaine?
think
What?
I'd have the group, because Lolly wanted to go see the Storm Chasers as well.
Yeah.
So I think we'll have the group regather here at the Storm Chasers,
Sure.
which
we spent most of the morning drinking that.
Right. Yeah, no, those three. Basically, you two swooped in the early morning before the bungalow was open, bought up a ton of treats, and then tore off. These three spent the very earliest part getting Gary's armor order taken care of, and then went to the bungalow and started day drinking until almost the afternoon, where they were like, hey, let's go see Zarbil. And yeah, that's the group coming back together, because you guys roll up. The three of them each have drinks as the group comes together.
Oh, neat glasses.
Aren't they? I really appreciate
We thought they were
it.
pretty cool.
Hmm.
Do you want another of those?
And useful. Yes, I do.
Eat your hamburger. Do you want another one of those? Yes. Oh God, I'm so hungover.
Hair of the dog.
One of my favorite things
It was
about
a
being
day yesterday.
I deserve these. I
think
earned
you're okay.
these.
my favorite things about being slightly infertile. Being able to drink
I
a hell of a
misheard
lot
that.
more.
I misheard that as infertile.
Oh no.
Damn.
Slightly infertile.
I mean,
benefit.
all the fun, none of the repercussions.
Oh, there's repercussions. They're just not baby making.
There's nothing left in there.
So, the Storm Chasers building is once again, it is open for business. You guys can hear the sounds of tinkering going on, occasional metal on metal scraping of like,
Hot metal on metal action.
yep.
Grill on grill.
Door is partly ajar as it's currently hot today, and airflow is nice.
Hi, Zarbo.
As you come in, Zarbil raises some face shield that she had been using, and then after that raises some goggles beneath that, blinks a couple of times, and just, oh, hey, hi. Oh, man, you guys have good timing.
What you
Oh.
doing?
Bill, and the thing behind her is, in essence, a large glass tube set up with a coil of copper running up the entire length of it, and a magnet that appears to have been placed in the very center thereof. It's capped on both ends with what appears to be either a bronze or gold inlaid conductor.
Ooh.
Doctor.
And
Is
it's
that-
almost as tall as she is, which is not very tall. It's just a little over 3 feet, but she was using a stepladder to work on parts of it. And most of the projects have now been cleared out.
Did you say saddle? What or box? I didn't catch that. Sorry.
What was that?
What she's working on now, I didn't catch. Did you say it was like a box thing or a saddle? I didn't catch.
No, it's not a saddle or a box. It's a glass cylinder that is
yeah.
approximately 3 feet tall.
Cool.
And now it has copper wire that's spiraled up around a magnet, and it's sealed off on both sides.
Ooh.
She kind of points to it, and she's like, I'm just putting the finishing touches on it, but I have a thought about how this works. And in essence, if I'm right, we could learn a lot about the storms.
Ooh. Including how to ride them?
And she kind of looks around, notices that the old man is still upstairs. Learning how to use, like, open the way into the Face Storm.
Ooh.
Awesome.
It's not too terribly difficult.
She looks at you for a second and is like, well, it's difficult for those of us that don't have whatever you are. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, that's
I've
what
never
she's
been
trying
able to
her
do it.
best.
some of us have to invent stuff, and we're not just blessed with lightning-y. Anyways, though, and she walks over to it and gets out the tuning fork and then has this pause moment and it's just like, wait a second. Hey, you can channel lightning, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Can you channel into this for me?
Yeah.
Would you?
You gotta stand back and well, maybe we should go outside.
I think he has
Is there a
to
backyard?
rage too. Let's make him angry.
Yeah, sure. We can go outside. And she starts walking out. And then as she gets over the threshold, she gives a little whistle. And you guys see this little hummingbird float down and start following her. And it's made out of like rivets and silver surrounding this little aquamarine gemstone. And as it flutters near her, she's like, hey, set up a perimeter, would you? And like don't come this close. And sure enough, it takes this little wire rope from her and starts just swinging around the building to section it off.
Cool.
And Zarbil kind of raises her voice and goes like, all right, folks, I'm testing here. Y'all stand back. And sure enough, anyone that knows this building by this point just finds a way to give it a little bit more distance.
Sure.
After that, she goes back inside, grabs the glass container, carefully walks it out, and you can tell it takes effort from her because it is the size of her.
Want some help?
Nope, no, I got it. Carefully walks downstairs, sets it down. Okay. Lestrin, how far back do we need to be for safety's sake?
Like 20 feet.
Okay, I can do that and observe still. She pulls down another set of goggles that kind of zoom in on her.
I
Her eyes
sidle
get
up
all
to her.
big and buggy.
I sidle up to her and I say, you've got to make him angry. So he's got to get rage. So you should start yelling insults at him.
You don't need to do that.
She kind of like looks at you with those big bug eyes and she's like, I don't want to make anyone mad. No.
We should do it.
Oh my god.
Seven.
Oh wait, no, it's her passive wisdom. Yeah, no, she looks at you and just like, I choose life.
Darn it.
I mean, we could just tell him that I bought some more flour.
Lester,
I mean, you didn't, but you will.
From like 25 feet away, you hear Jyotis say those words, and that might just be the magic. Like,
he's been with me the whole time, but you know.
Lestrin, if you want to rage and roll the storm die damage.
Sure. Let's see. I need to roll a d6. That would be a total of 5.
Okay. Sure enough, the blast comes down, arcing from you, and it gets caught right at the lid, and then it transfers down the spiral, energizes, and you see this pulse of that same white purplish light that you normally produce with your bolts before it fades a little bit. But for just a second, roll a perception check.
Okie dokie. Where did that go? There it is. Oh, 22.
You hear a hum as it goes through that coil. And it's that... But it perfectly harmonizes with that exact feeling that you got when the storm had called you back in Raisha. And then it's gone, but like you hear the sound of it there. Zarbel kind of looks and, man, I thought there'd be more. Can you hit it again?
Sure.
She says your beard is stubby.
I don't need to go into rage again. More in rage. All right. That's an 8. That's a 6 plus 2, 8.
Yeah, this time it gets a little bit more. And the lightning strikes down again, streaks into it, bounces around through it. Now you know what to listen for. That Zarbel kind of like strokes her chin for a second. Huh. Interesting. Okay, now I just got to put a catch on it. Perfect. I'm done testing. Unless you want to keep blasting it, but it's not going to do anything more. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I let rage go.
She runs up, still all bug-eyed because of the goggles that she had been wearing, and just gives you this stare and just like, your friends really wanted me to try to piss you off. Well, Lolly did, but I'm sorry, but yeah, you saved my life at one point. I'm not making fun of you. And she just kind of picks up the glass jar and waddles it back in.
Mm-hmm. It's a common misconception that barbarians and raging is needs to be provoked. I'm just always angry.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. It's got to be terrible.
Meh.
She sets it down back inside and just, oh, thanks for helping me out, guys. Did you guys need something?
Oh, I was just told them that you had been working on those projects for us. I was just curious how they'd been coming along.
Pretty good. I'm making good progress. This thing is the thing that I'd like you guys to take out on your boat, but I have to put basically a place to store the energy. That way it can continue to harmonize through it, because right now, eventually, once it runs through the coil, it doesn't stay there. It leaks out eventually. So we've got to figure out how to not ground it, but keep it bundled together and so that it can absorb multiple shocks.
Like a battery?
Yeah, exactly. But for Feywild energy.
Interesting.
Have Lestrin hold it in the middle, and then we could like power Lestrin like that.
Lestrin's a conduit.
Oh.
I don't know if he wants to store it.
Yeah, Lestrin is like a bridge for the energy. Lestrin pulls it down, sends it somewhere.
Oh.
Also, I owed you 70 gold, and he hands her the 70 gold.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. She calls her hummingbird back, and it flies over near her and just kind of flutters there for a second and just like, would you go put this upstairs with my stuff? Just gives a little like, and then takes off. Thank you for paying me back on that. Much appreciated.
Well, thanks for allowing me to get credit while I conversed with my friends.
Hey, you guys do great work. And honestly, I like you guys. So, yeah, if you need help, you let me know.
Well, let me know if I can be of assistance again.
I mean, I can always use some hands around the lab. She looks around and she's like, I've still got 7 projects going right now. Old man's going to be pissed if he sees all that, but he at least didn't see it when it was 20.
20?
Yeah, the day that you were helping her, there was 20 projects, and
awesome.
You helped her nail down 5 in the time you were there.
And we got, and but
we
also
helped her finish a lot.
We also started, but this is while you guys were doing stuff. This is on the downtime. Like I went there by myself, and I think we started 3 or 4 more new ones, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So whatever.
I don't believe she's an engineer. She's actually finishing projects.
Oh no, she starts 5 for every one she finishes.
Yes. Speaking of which, I do have something for you. Not to throw more projects on here, but if you get the time, that balloon thing you've been working on.
Uh-huh.
I have a whole bunch of canvas coming to you from the storm speaker or the ocean speakers. So
Okay.
expect a lot of deliveries. And don't sell any of it. Cool. Thank you.
Wait, what?
For your balloon.
Oh?
For our balloon.
Lolly, did you design a hot air balloon?
No, but I did.
Wait.
Oh,
what?
you did?
There's hot air in it?
Well, yeah, naturally. That's how you make it float.
Oh. Well, basically, I want to make like a giant weather balloon that could carry people so that they don't have to rely on the Dajani for safe travel.
It's a good
We already
thought.
discussed this. So
Yeah.
here's some materials to that end.
Well, thanks, I guess.
You happen to make a whole bunch of them,
Well, maybe 1 to start off scale and test.
Yeah.
And see if we can get almost like a dirigible going from like here to maybe Raisha and Trinispad. Just keep it very local. That way.
Yeah, dirigible.
Dirigible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't those a fruit?
No, you're thinking of durian.
Yeah, she's talking about the dirigible. The gerbils are like those cute little mice things with the fluffy tails.
And
Very
if you
true.
put helium in them, they become dirigiburbles.
Mhm.
Why would you put helium in mice? That doesn't sound nice.
After a moment, she kind of gets like the tinkerer's itch, where she's like, I should be doing something with my hands.
Okay.
And I should have this lightning catcher thingy ready for you guys in a couple of days.
Okay.
And then all you got to do is probably attach it to your crow's nest or the top of your mast. It should theoretically work, but again, the dangerous part is going to be getting close enough to the storm to catch lightning and not drowning. So,
And it won't work inside the Steel Tranquility, correct? Because the storm
it will not.
Right.
Steel Tranquility energy normally messes with it. Like the small doses that Lestring can call down seem to be fine, but the major storm, the amounts of energy that we'll need, no, that gets blocked.
Right. You guys up for sailing into a storm?
Yes. Maybe Molly's there.
Perhaps we should wait until the boat is a little less destructible.
I agree. I've got some upgrades that might help that.
Don't we have to pick up the boat?
We picked it up.
Oh.
Yep. The boat is back at port. Jyotis actually Jyotis spent the week with them working on the boat and then took the boat back to port himself. So,
along with cargo.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Did we deliver
And
cargo?
then the rest of the time was spent with Zarvel making stuff for us and the boat and making a saddle for Les and making
we're
a
gonna
car.
ride less into battle.
No.
You can try.
Into the Feywild storm.
Saddle for Les to ride. Anyway, And Chugger's, Chugger's collar
He's such a good boy.
and a ship bell. Anyway,
Sarbel kind of gives you the look of like, yeah, lots of projects, but they're coming along good enough.
It's good to know. Well, like I said, if I have any free time, I'll come help you out.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you have the concept of free time, but I don't. So I'm going to get back to work unless there's anything else you guys need from me. Because don't get me wrong, I appreciate you all, but I'm also busy.
Okay.
Take care. See you next time.
All right. Like I said, come by a couple of days. I'll have this thing ready for you.
We stay at the Dingy Bird if you need finish up early and you want to get a hold of us.
Okay, good to know. That sounds super seedy.
It's
Wholly reputable. It's the newest, latest, coolest place.
Just kind of gives a nod and just, well, okay then. All right, well, you guys have fun, and I'll let you know as soon as it's ready.
Thanks.
Look forward to it. I'm off. I'm leaving.
Yep. Do you guys
And
want to?
because I've been drinking just a little bit, I'm going to make sure to walk somewhat close to Asshole's office.
Yes.
Just close enough that if somebody looks at me funny, I can give them a rude gesture and continue on my way.
Shall we go talk to Axford and see how the?
Oh yeah, no, like you, Gary, are spotted from when you're about 100 feet away. Like one of the people in those leathers that are both blue with a gold trim turns to one of the others and gives kind of a point. Two of them kind of walk to start blocking you. Like they're very much paying attention. I rolled a 19 on the dice, so they definitely notice you're in the area.
Well, like I said, I'm going to give a really hearty chuckle and an insulting gesture to each of them. And then just saunter off back toward the Dingy Bird.
The majority of them remain professional and don't react to your gesture, but at least two of them took notice, with one of them just throwing their hands up like, that is rude. Why?
Next time I'll tell them who to give that message to.
Drunken Gary.
No, just buzzed.
Pleasantly intoxicated Gary.
I wish Gary drank more.
Well, you keep driving him to.
Shall we go stop in and say hello to Fishroom?
Capital idea.
He made a funny voice.
He's feeling good, I think.
So, Jyotis, if you wanted to see Axord, he is currently working the Getty Ziaz dock. You see him out there, mostly looking a little bored because there's no boats on the dock currently. They're just going over dock maintenance, cleaning. And when he sees you lot, and especially with the three of you having drinks,
have a few.
He just says, it's like, oh, where's mine at, you fuckers?
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry.
Oh, shit, you forgot your friend. I see how it is, and he just pulls out his own flask.
No, I got you covered. And Jyotis pulls out his alchemy jug, and he does his best to copy the drink that is in their drinks.
Best use of alchemy
Roll
ever.
a d20.
D20.
You get me.
Best use of alchemy.
19. 19.
Yeah, that dice loves the number 19.
It loves this 19.
It is almost exactly the same. It just has a little bit of an odd aftertaste, but other than that, it is just as
done.
pungent and just as tasty. And so he takes a sip of it and just.
And
at first, you can tell that he's going to say something dwarvish, like, "Oh, what is it?" Oh, okay. Sometimes humans make fun alcohols. I get it. What can I do for you?
I assume it's like beer, or so I could make 4 gallons of this.
He just sits there deliciously sipping on it and just like, you're gonna fucking need it if you don't tell me what you're doing on my dock when I'm cleaning.
Oh, sorry, we were just checking in, see the status of things, how the planning of things is coming along.
Status is I got me divers, got a dive team. One of them could use a boat ride. Others are on their way.
Say, Gary, you know anybody with a boat?
I can think of someone.
So cute.
Axor gives Gary a long look and just like, you're making fun of me, asshole.
I've just had a few too many today. I'm just
A
copying.
few too few.
Yeah, you're almost speaking dwarvish. Just the really racist form of it. He just looks at Lester and is just like,
Again, a few too few.
correct him on this, right?
Don't correct him on it. I love it. Oh, that's good.
Teach him the isms.
I've been trying to learn some of the phrases because I want to study smithing.
Oh. And you want to learn from the people that smith the best. I get it.
That is right.
Well, I'm glad you're fucking studying. But in the meantime, when you're putting your emphasis in your words, if you don't speak ready dwarvish, it just sounds like you stood around a bunch of dwarves and thought that they sound really cute and funny.
Allow me to buy you a drink tonight.
Well, I ain't stopping you at one. Put it that way.
Fair?
He kind of turns back to Jyotis on this and just, I got a 4-man dive team, 1 explosives expert, one scrubber, and 2 certified divers. The explosive expert and divers are coming to us from Gilderstrand. The other asshole is on Trinisbad.
Is that the one that needs the picking up of a boat?
Aye.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, he tends to be a bit nitpicky about who he lets take him out to sea. And so far, when I asked him to get a ride, he said, I'm not going on the Steel Tranquility, and I'm not going with any sort of dainty-ass corsair, so I have to send a ride to pick him up.
I see.
So picky.
Aye.
Well, what do you say, guys? You want to go pick him up?
So long as he does not insult my boat.
It's
Axord, like,
Gary.
Axord, like, walks up, almost puts a hand on your, like, wrist, like, trying to reach for your shoulder, but, like, misses a little bit.
Oh
'cause
man, he's coming on strong. And
Yeah,
you
no,
offered
he
to
is-
buy him drinks tonight?
he's drank a lot of that alchemy jug. And he's just, listen, he's a good guy. He just is a bit opinionated about fucking everything. So, But a scrubber to the Gettysyaws is someone that makes the backup plans and that can step into any role that you need them to. They tend to be the master divers. So, oh my, let's stuff quick. And he kind of pauses for a second. Whew. All right, got my breath back. Anyway, this gentleman has been on more dives than most of my men put together. And that's pretty impressive. In fact, far as I know, he's one of the first black axes that there are. But he is not going to be a sissy. He will sit there and rag on you all day, and he don't mean anything by it. You gotta have tough skin, alright? You're gonna speak Dwarvish, you gotta curse.
I learned all kinds of Dwarvish then.
He gives a nod. Aye, and it's funny coming from you, because you sound so cute, and you're also this big blue stuffy thing.
Lestrin has the best words. I believe you. I should learn Dwarvish next.
Ah, you see that? And he kind of pats Gary on the shoulder this time. He finds it. And I got you a student to learn with.
It's always nice to have someone to converse with.
All right. Well, I suppose I should stop being a supervisor and start being a worker again eventually.
Can I ask you to do me one small favor?
Aye?
It's actually kind of fun, but every time you go near the Johnny headquarters, can you make this gesture?
He looks at you and it's just oh, that's... I mean, is that an invitation? Oh, yeah. Right. Sorry. Human tongue, it's a bit different. All right. Yeah.
But the gesture.
Yeah. I'll make the bloody gesture every time I walk by.
Just spread it around to your workers and your friends.
Uh-huh.
1 finger or 2 fingers?
You know what's really funny? Back in Soulforge, that gesture get you in trouble unless you did it towards your wife.
What?
Well,
We'll explain
I'm
later.
hoping it will I'm hoping it will infuriate some people.
Aye, well, first the elves would have to take their fucking noses out of the sky to notice us.
I certainly made a couple of the guards very upset a little bit ago.
Well, it's a good day when the Johnny's pissed off.
I very much agree.
All right. You lot.
I'll leave you to your work, sir. Come by the Dingy Bird this evening, and I will make sure that you drink well.
Oh, I'm going to hold you to that, lad.
I keep my word.
Aye. Well, let's see if you keep your purse.
I know the answer to that one. He likes to
I've
chuck
already
it in
had
the ocean.
That's funny because I'm poor.
See, also, you made the wife gesture at him, so... Better pay for the
So,
somehow.
ironically, this would be something that Lestrin would know, being from Soulforge, that essentially that town, because it is dedicated to the Lady of Bellows, the Lady of the Forge, her husband was a dwarven bardic god that was notorious for cheating. So part of that town is that you cannot legally have a brothel, and you can have a skimpy clothing venue, but no one can touch, and you can only go if you are not married. And so that kind of gesture, that really rude implication, in that city would be the kind of thing that you would signal to your significant other that you are ready for a fun and happy time. So it translates, kinda.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What if you as a couple want to go to the skimpy clothing venue?
The rules are unclear on that at best. Because, again, in Dwarvish mythology, Thona was frequently cheated on by her husband.
Poor lady.
Well, any of you all have any more business, or shall we head back to the Dingy Bird?
I think we need to get Gary to a nap.
I mean, Jyotis is starting to feel it now. That he made 4 gallons of it.
Well, Fistram drank about 1 gallon of it in the time you were there with him.
Jesus. He even gonna make it to the Dingy Bird tonight?
Oh, he's gonna make it. Man drinks like a fish.
We should take him to Raisha. He should run the rum run.
We're not even like fighting criminals anymore. We're just dragging them across the continent. You gotta try this. Is it too late to turn this campaign into just a party boat?
I mean, that's kind of what it is. Like, you guys bounce to different cities and try new alcohols. Like, that's... In between that, you do a little bit of story, but then it's back to the alcohols. So...
I'm not apologizing.
I mean,
my inner bartender is like, yeah, I can make all these cool fantasy drinks for them, and it'll just work just fine.
I really should make a drink per session or something.
A drink of perception.
Oh no, drink per the various
drink
sessions
per session. Yeah.
Oh, drink per session. Gotcha. My bad.
All right, guys.
Or
well,
I have to,
probably a good.
I have to mix a drink whenever I have to cast a spell.
So here's a good spot to call it, and then let's get to post game talk, because holy shit, that boss fight!
Oh my goodness,
that's fun. All right, post game.
Post game.
Post game.
Recording, or should I stop?
I mean, you can if you want to.
What's the opposite of Fidelio? Sam, say Fidelio backwards.
Yeah.
La Fado.